Hey, did your mom call me? I don't. I'm gonna go through my calls tomorrow. Someone will be returning calls tomorrow. I don't make calls on Sundays. I stay off the phone on Sundays. What's going on, Lyric? Alright, I'm waiting for Andy to come online. No, she hasn't called yet. She's planning on calling. Ole, how are you doing? He's coming online right now.
What's up?
What's his name? I forget the sophomore, the junior's name. He's all like, "Where's Black Dude Andy at?"
What's going on?
All right, guys. So we're gonna dive right into it. Andy, you got something? You want to talk about anything right now? You got anything on your mind?
What they want to know about? We still in Vegas. Come back to the city tomorrow. Back to the regular, back to the basics. We up here, but money still being made back where we live. So we ain't got to be there to get the bag. The bag keep going. Make money in your sleep. Make money wherever you at. That's the whole goal in life. So what you got?
So, what was your takeaway from the conference this week?
My takeaway from the conference was just gotta go bigger. Go bigger, go harder. So it's like next year, after I get through with all the single family lots that I got now, I just gotta go in townhomes and, subdivisions. Just gotta get out of them hundreds of thousands and get to the M's. That's the whole goal. It's like we ain't moving enough. We ain't moving big enough. Too many people in there, getting money. It's like everywhere we go, it seems like we the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, like we're not making enough, right?
Right. So, that's motivation just to keep going, and go harder.
My takeaway was is continuing to move. Like action takers are the money makers. So there's like we can't be sitting around waiting for shit to happen because shit does not happen.
Right. Not when you don't make it happen. You gotta make it happen for it to go.
Yeah. All right, so okay, I have bad personal credit. How can I get hard money for these mobile homes I want to renovate?
You the credit person. Hey, look at me.
Mountain guy Joey, you can't because unless you already have I feel like unless you have a relationship with the hard money lender, they're not going to lend you money. You have to get your score high. Like Andy, one of your hard money lenders, right? Like you have a relationship with them, so he doesn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, don't need none of that paperwork. All I gotta do is just take them to the project, let them see it, and then if you like it, 2-3 days, you get the funds. It's a little higher interest rate, but it's worth it to where I don't have to, go through all the paperwork, go through all the things that everybody else wants. Like he come out, look at it, and he just do it right there. 15% interest, and it is.
Yeah. Yeah, but he has a relationship with that hard money lender. So you're going to have to establish a relationship with a hard money lender. And then maybe at that point, they're not going to check your credit. They're all different. They're all different. But I think instead of pivoting and diving from fixing your credit, you need to fix your credit. You're always going to be dealing with this shit unless you take care of the problem, which is your credit. What do you have? What's on your report that's bad, that's making your credit bad?
It's like when you get lower interest rates, they're gonna require more paperwork. The lower your interest rate, the more paperwork you gotta give them. So the more stuff you gotta have. The higher the interest rate, usually the less that you gotta have.
Yeah.
They usually go off the property or either the land or whatever you got.
What's up, Andy? I have 3 acres. I'm trying to put some houses on there, but my credit shot.
So what they gotta do is get their credit up, Gigi.
Man. All right. It depends on what you have. First of all, you need to contact me so we can start working on your report. But what do you have on there? Tagged shade room. That's dropping your score. All right. Do y'all guys take notes on a notebook while being in those meetings, or do y'all just try to absorb as much as y'all can just as listening?
I take notes. I can't absorb too much. I gotta have notes to go back and look at. Talking, really grasp it. I ain't good at just keep listening. I can listen to some stuff, remember some stuff, but I can't remember it all. So I jot down the important stuff.
I record it. I voice record it. Or like E.T., I recorded the entire his entire speech. I recorded it. Other than that, like if I feel the speaker is really good and motivated, I'll go ahead and record it. I'm trying to build on 3 acres. I want to build tag shade room. What's dropping your score? Tag shade room though in Texas. I'm gonna bring you on the line. Say what?
I put the link in there.
Okay. Get with Gigi. Request to come on the live tag shade room. I'm gonna bring you on. I want to see what you got going on. I try to strictly hustling. All right, I'm looking for it, Andy. I have 2 rentals, 1 left early.
For the guy that got the 3 acres, where you got the 3 acres at? Tag shade room, where the 3 acres at? What city you in? What city they in?
Yeah. Have you all ever tried wholesaling? We both started off doing that.
Yeah, that's how we started. I started off wholesaling. That's the cheapest way. That's the way that they teach everybody. They teach everybody the wholesaling way. And that's the cheapest way for everybody to get in, so that's what everybody do. So they start you at the bottom. And then the more you learn, the more you in it, and you start wanting bigger numbers. You start doing different things. I started wholesaling. And I started fixing, flipping. And now I'm just doing building. I don't do no wholesaling no more or fixing, flip. Just stick to building because it make me way more money.
I didn't do it. I think I did it for like a whole month and a half maybe, because I didn't do it because I was too stressful trying to like find an end buyer, and I just rather take control of the property and then deal with it on my own time. So I stopped that.
Strictly Hutchins said we stay on the move. You gotta understand, when you ain't on the move, you're stuck in your city, you ain't making no moves. Cause ain't nobody making moves, ain't nobody got what you need in your city. That's why most likely you ain't gonna get nothing done. So you gotta go to different places to get to the people that's really making moves. And that's what we do.
Yeah.
Find those people.
Mountain Guy. Request to come on the live, Mountain Guy. I want to bring you guys on, like share, talk to us, let us know what you guys have on your report. I'm gonna try to walk you guys through it.
Everybody need to share this with at least about 3 people too. Go ahead and tag about 3 people, get them on here.
Can I fix my credit with 2 rentals? I left early. You can fix your credit with it doesn't matter what you have on there. Like, you guys shouldn't have any negatives on there. You guys own your credit report. Y'all can take the bureaus to court and sue them. You guys can take money out of the bureaus. You guys can take money out of the collection agencies. You guys can take them to court. There's no need to be walking around with a score anything lower than a 720.
And you can't play just with different bricks. That's the lick. The new hustle. It's a new dope gun. Just can't go to jail for it this time.
Okay, I just accepted your request, Mountain.
Hey,
hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What you paying at the bottom, Gigi? Don't nobody know what that is.
Say what?
Don't nobody know what you paying at the bottom.
Okay, so we pin the it's an 8-step book to the 100K play, and it's free. So y'all can just click on the link and then it's free.
Just basically show you the steps of building a house. all the stuff.
All right. So what's your name?
My name is Joey. I'm currently residing in Butte, Montana. Lots of old money here. Basically, I started out wholesaling real estate 2 years ago and whatnot. Still doing it, but I'm transitioning into the basically renovating, trying to get into the fix and flip. Obviously, there's a lot of money in that, and there's a lot of potential here in Montana. I've been talking to hedge funds and all kinds of different people to basically work for them. You know, make them money and make me money. You know, at the same time. But like, there's just so much potential here, and I just got 4 mobile homes, which I'm very proud of. So like, that's a big ordeal for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And yeah, me and my partners are gonna like fix them up and rent them out next spring. The rent here in Montana is ridiculous. Like, I'm talking about 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom for like $1,700. And so like, yeah, like, so I'm like, and especially with the way this recession's going, like, I'm really trying to put a lot out there right now. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
unfortunately, the only thing really holding me back is this credit shit. I've been, what's this dude? I was following this dude in 2018. Gave me the 609 credit repair whole spiel thing, and he was like, you know, you can fix your own credit, you can do this, you can do that. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll try it, I'll do it. I sent them so many letters. I literally got people with foot marks on my letters and sent back to my place. I swear, I promise you. It's crazy. And so, you know, after I saw that, I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm just gonna wait till the 7 years until it falls off. And but this 7 years is taking too long, and you're not promised tomorrow. So
You don't give up.
that's
Can't
right.
never give up.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Main thing is you just got to meet the right people. The whole game in life is meeting the right people. Like, another thing I learned too, like coming to these events and going to stuff like this is like, when you pay people, you pay to get stuff done fast.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you try to get stuff done on your own, it's gonna take you way longer.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, years.
So it's like you rather spend years trying to figure it out, or pay somebody to pay for the short.
I'll pay somebody to do it for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole deal. You got to
So
start just paying for shortcuts. Go ahead.
What do you have on your report, Joey?
Oh, you know, besides your typical medical and yeah, that's about it. Medical and those 2 rentals. So in 2018, wow, 2017, 2018, that was a change in my life. I got a girlfriend. I got this place. She wanted to get a place together. I was like, all right, let's get a place. And she's talking about this is in Jacksonville, Florida at this point, 2018. We're at the beach, and you know, we're like, let's get a place. So we go get this rental, and yeah, the place that we were living at, she decided, you know, I don't know, look, you know how relationships don't work out sometimes, and we split up, and then she just up and left, like went to her mom's, like she's like, I'm not paying no more. I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? So I'm looking for somebody real quick, yada yada yada. Go on Craigslist. Terrible place. Never do that. I did it, and I left. I left my own place. You know what I'm saying? Went to go get a new place in the same month, right down the street. Okay. Did the exact same thing. Tried to find another roommate. I found it was a friend, and that didn't work out. And I left that place too. And I thought, I'm gonna go do it again. That's not how credit works. I did not know how credit worked, guys. I did not know how credit worked when I was younger. And you know, you learn the hard way sometimes, and that's
So,
what happened.
do you have an eviction on your credit, or what do you have on there? You didn't tell me what you had on there.
As far as like the score, or
so what's your score?
my score is about 530, 540.
All right, so you got everything. You got late payments, collections, charge-offs.
I got all that. I got all that. I ain't gonna count. You already know how it is.
Listen, when I started off, I started in the mid fives, okay? Just
Okay.
like you, I was married. Well, you weren't married, but I was married to a gambler. So when he and I separated, all that debt fell on my lap.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I was left with three kids to feed, three mouths to feed, and by myself, right? So I once I got myself on my feet, I was able to get myself to an 800 credit score. It took me 6 months from the date that I started the credit repair
Right.
route path until I got myself to an 800.
Really?
So all that stuff can get removed. Medical bills, because there's a HIPAA. There's
HIPAA.
such a thing as, yes.
Yep.
So if you use HIPAA, these collection agencies don't want to deal with you taking them to court.
Yeah.
So those things fall out. They
Yes.
fall out fast, okay?
Yeah, yeah. I got a couple of the medical ones off, and then a couple new ones showed up, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, deal with that the same way. But it really is just those rentals. Those rentals are really what's killing me, because I wasn't even really 6 months in, into either one of them. So obviously you have the rest of that year that they want to charge you. But I tell them, I'm like, I know how the game goes. You guys basically sold. You guys are already insured. You got your money already. You didn't have to get it from me. You're insured because you're a property management. You got your money, and you sold my information off to some broker who
Collection
wants
agency.
something. Yeah, exactly. Some collection agency for like $100, and now they trying to collect on me. Oh, baby, it ain't happening. Not to me. Not to me.
So you're right with the collection agencies. You don't owe them anything because you didn't sign a contract with the collection agency telling them that or agreeing that you owe them a dime.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, those things can get removed, Joey. You don't need to be walking around with anything under a 720, but you just need to start working on it and just not, or hire somebody to work on your credit report and not just like sit around, because nothing's gonna happen if you just sit around.
Exactly. If I can work this out in 6 months versus like the rest of that remaining 4 years, it's on. Can I hire you, ma'am?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I appreciate that, because like I need to get into play. I really do. It's a come up.
Yeah, just jump on my link tree, and then there's a link on there for a free credit consultation. It's 30 minutes.
Okay.
And I'll go over your credit report at that time.
Sweet.
We'll come up with a plan of attack, and then that's what we're gonna do.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all. This is, oh man, I was gonna thank you very much. Y'all don't know how much that, like, all that information. That's literally the only thing that was holding me back as far as real estate goes. Like, I'm good at outsourcing, open marketing, talking to different people. I'm good at all of that. But when people be like, okay, yeah, how's your credit? I'll be like, yeah.
Let's talk later. So why did you choose fix and flip over new construction?
I can answer that.
Well, yeah.
It seemed easier, and that's what
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's the fact of not knowing. Like, they don't know, you don't know about it, so it's like you hooping to jump in something they don't really know.
Yeah.
And it seems hard to somebody that don't know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you put me on game, I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. That's what the boot camp for. That's why I created the boot camp for people like that. Like,
see?
I ain't no different than nobody else. I'm just like y'all. I just know how to do it.
That's right. That's right.
That's the only difference.
Hey, no, I'm about to be. So what? Why would you? What's up? What is the difference between new construction versus renovation? Like renovating something.
Probably about 5-0.
Oh, okay. All right, say less. 5-0, yeah. Okay. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't be doing this FaceTime with me more often. This is sauce. They don't know the 17 other people. This is sauce. I'm telling y'all.
It's like with new construction, like, okay, the difference is, like, when we deal with our subcontractors, our workers, like, they get paid after inspection.
Okay.
When you just want to fix and flip, they want money the day they come.
Right.
The first year they come, they on the down. I need a deposit now. I need material money. I need money when I leave to pay my workers. They want money all the time.
Right.
With new construction, we only got to pay them after the inspection pass.
I
So
did
you got
not
a
know
whole
that.
different type of worker. Like you got to work on that. Like with fix and flip, like a lot of them that getting money up front. Some of them be addicts. So they'll come, they'll blow the bag. They'll you get the money from you. They'll go ahead and just go to the house. They get high. That thing they don't come the next day. Then you gotta wait for them to come the next day. But it's like you dealing with a whole different breed of person.
Right.
With people when you're dealing with new construction, because they trying to get in and out so they can get their check.
Right. Okay.
And you got time to play around. So that's one difference. And then another difference, everything brand new. Like you ain't gonna have when you're doing fix and flip. Every time you get to that inspection when you're trying to sell, something come up.
Yeah.
Something nobody seen, nobody knew about. So now that's holding you back. Now you're spending more money trying to go in the walls or either go in the slab to fix the problem. So it's like when you do new construction, everything brand new, and you got everything gonna last at least about 5-10 years before you have problems.
Okay.
So it only makes more sense to me.
Why is that making sense? Okay. All right. Damn. See, it's like once you get into one thing, and you start going out there and sourcing yourself out to people put you on game on so many different things, and you're like, damn, that's so doable,
Right.
That's wild. I wish there was like 3 of me, like, boy, I'll take over the world. No, for real. Hey, I really appreciate y'all for real, like on the realist.
Like the most important thing is the information. Getting the information. You get the information, you can do anything you want. That's why I'm here. That's why we up here. Getting information.
Right.
To get to the next level, you're gonna need information. But the information you got now, you ain't gonna get too much farther than you is right now. If you don't get new information, you ain't getting new rooms, you ain't gonna go nowhere.
That's right. Okay.
Andy, would you say that people get the information and they don't act on it? They just sit on it?
Right.
Boy, I can't tell y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I did it. I was that person too.
You and a lot of other people. Everybody get information. They take all these courses. They take all these read all these books. You learn. They want to brag about I read 30, 50, 40 books. Right. You read 40 books, but you ain't did nothing, and then want to.
Waste of break. What the?
Right. You did all that for nothing. Like all that reading, you bragging about that. A person that read one book and put it to work, doing better than you.
Yeah. See. Yeah, you're right. You were
so
right.
It ain't about what you read; it's about what you do.
That's right.
So, Joey, what does your circle look like?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
What does your circle look like?
My circle, like with people.
Your friends. Yeah, your friends, the people you hang with.
Oh, I lost all of them. I don't got no more friends. Like everybody that I used to associate with is like not on the same path or like not on the same mental. I'll talk to somebody about like real estate or like something to do with like what's going some world stuff. Like they're not on it. Like my new friends are the people that I go to the real estate investment meetings with here in Montana. Like those are my, I guess, friends now because like they're also human, but they also have the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like all my old friends now, they're seeing me come up on these little things, and that the support was nowhere. The support was nowhere, but now, okay,
it's different.
Yeah, because now people I'm just making it, and people are like, oh, what can I do to help? Can you hire me on something? I'm like, hire you? Bro, I'm trying to even have conversations like, why would I hire you? You could do this yourself, but I mean, I don't know. So my circle, very, very tight, very tight. I don't really got many people like that no more.
Yeah, that's good. Cause and then the people that you do have, they need to have accountability. You guys have to have the same mindset. Yes. Listen, we went to breakfast earlier today. Andy and I went to breakfast, right? And we were headed back to the room. So the football games were playing.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw Andy look at the TVs. I was like, "No, we're not watching men in tights run after a football, right? We got shit to
Yo,
do, Andy."
I feel that. Hey, I feel that. I'm the same way. I ain't gonna count. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Well, you better put, yo. Okay.
There was another thing I learned today too. Like somebody said, they say the calls that come through your phone defines who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So like if people calling you with problems, telling you their problems, you the type of person that listen to problems. So they're gonna keep calling. Why would they stop when they know they could call you to do it?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But like the calls that's coming through your phone, that's telling who you are and what you allow.
Right.
So when you don't allow that, you ain't gonna get the type of calls no more.
Well, come on, my man. Okay. I love it. That's awesome. That's sauce right there. That's sauce. That's what I love that. I love that. See, that's why I need more people in my life like that, like who will give you that kind of knowledge, like that kind of stuff that's actually good for your mentality, good for your humanity. Not some like bullshit like, oh, what's going on with the fucking Kardashians? Like, bro, like what? give me something, you know? Like give me something, feed me. You know?
Right. All right, Joey. You have any other questions?
No other questions. I'm actually it's almost 8 o'clock. Gotta go cook dinner and do some stuff. So, but I will be hitting you up. I will definitely be hitting you up, both of you. Credit and more. I need more sauce. I need more sauce, and I'm probably gonna keep asking over and over again. You know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate y'all.
No problem. No problem.
All right, Joey. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, y'all take care.
Yeah.
All right, you too.
Yeah. I had to let them calls go. I have a personal phone and I have a business phone. My personal phone don't ring no more. That thing's just there for looks. All right. If you have any questions on credit, real estate, who wants to come on the live?
Who that was that came on?
I can't remember the guy's name. Let's see who's on here.
So you had let him on?
No, he
How they got on?
No, I did. No, I let him on, but he kicked himself off. He took himself off.
Yeah.
Somebody else is coming on. Start with the credit.
What up?
Oh, my brother Andy.
What's good with you?
Not much, man. I wanted to come on here. I got a question.
What's happening?
All right, so bet. So I've been following Andy. I know Andy in the city for a long time. Not personally, but I respect what he do in the city. So I see him. We know a lot of the same mutual people. I mean, and I've been doing wholesaling real estate for the past 7 years. However, what you doing, you know, in the 100K play, it really caught my attention because nobody really showed me how to do new business. Nobody really showed me that part of real estate. You get what I'm saying? You know, if you know who Sorales is, Eddie Sorales. You know what I mean? But you know, we kind of learn real estate different. So my thing is, can you give me a little bit of game as somebody who's a wholesaler? You know what wholesaling is. We don't really hold on to our properties too much. We real cash heavy, but we really don't have a lot of properties going on. So can you give me some game or some knowledge what you would tell me to do if I'm trying to get started in a brand new construction space?
That's just like, I used to wholesale too. So I was like, when the market went crazy, like, beginning of this year, and then you see the property that you don't wholesale made 10, 15 grand on, these people that don't bought it, they don't made 150, 200 just on buying it from you, just from the equity that just went up. And that happened in like a year or so. Their equity went up so high. So it's like, we don't ever try to own that because we try to get that quick money. But the real money is at the end. The real money is when you hold on. So I learned that lesson when I built that first house, my first house. I built it for like 165 with the lot all in. So I sold it for like 292. So I thought I had to hit a lick. It was like in 2020. So I made like 127,000. I'm thinking I'm just good. I did, hit me a little. I got that $130,000 check, but it feels different when that hit the bank account. You see it, and now you look at that same property. I sold it for $292. Now it's worth $460.
Woo.
So it's like, dang, I lost more than what I made.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I ain't selling nothing else, man. I can't sell it. I can't take no more losses like that. Not when I ain't got to.
Yeah.
So it's like I just keep everything refi and just Airbnb and just made 2-3 times the rent. And I'm just collecting everything for wealth and just getting that equity when they go back up.
So is you using your wholesale money to reinvest into the new builds, or you doing the credit thing? What's like what you say?
The easiest thing would be like I keep the wholesale money. That's a little if something come up money. I wouldn't really use that. I use the credit mostly because it ain't your money. It's free money, so your money ain't tied up. Cause when we in the game, when we buying stuff, as soon as you put your money into something will come up to what isn't that you want. Like dang, another lick came through and you can't even get it cause your money tied up. So we use the credit card, so something come up, we still got money to play with on the side that we could just throw that over there, and then go ahead and do the credit on that and just get that back, just keep getting it back. But you can still keep making plays. But if your money tied up in the property, cause when I first started, we be trying to be like nigga rich, be like I own my property, I ain't got no debt on it. You know what I'm saying? You own that property, but you can't get nothing else cause you ain't got no money. All your money tied up. So that's why we just go ahead and either refi or, get your money out of the property. That's the best thing. Get your money out of the property. That's how you scale.
Yeah.
The less money you got in it, the more you can do.
Nah, hey, look, bro, I had to hop on it because I seen you live with the queen. You always dropping gems, always inspiring me, my brother. And I know a lot of people is held up by just wholesaling, and they don't never get the other side of real estate because they just stuck on that quick money. You know what I mean? So I definitely gonna tap in with you on your 100K play program because I need that shit myself to scale and grow my own business and really change the trajectory of my real estate.
Right.
How much are you making wholesaling? Like what's I'm sorry.
No, I was just telling anybody who on the live, make sure y'all tap in with Andy because Andy is definitely a reputable brother, and I've been watching Andy a long time, and he really is who he say he is. But yeah, go ahead.
I was asking how much do you make in wholesaling? Like what's the average that you make?
I mean, it ranges, but the average nowadays, it used to be $5,000 to $10,000 was what everybody was looking for on the wholesale assignment fee. Nowadays, with where the market at, we doing anywhere between $15,000 to $30,000 per assignment fee. I just closed one in August, so this wholesaling is really lucrative. But the problem is that we just have money. If somebody is not savvy on putting the money, reinvesting the money, then they just gonna keep wholesaling you only as good as your last deal. You got to keep doing wholesale deals over and over and over, and that's just like working a job, but just on a higher scale. So I'm tapping in with Andy and Ramon Toops, and Dana Chris, who showing us wholesaling cool, but reinvest money back hold it so that go up and so really building real wealth instead of just getting cash.
Right.
Is the reason wholesaling is just not the end line. I tell people to get started wholesaling. Look, if you a cat like me, working in the mall, all I did was work in the mall for 7 years. My max was 12 hours.
You're breaking out, Chris. I think
Oh,
your phone is.
I'm breaking
You
out.
said that you were working at the mall.
Yeah, I was working at the mall, making $11 an hour. So for somebody like that who's looking to get into real estate, wholesaling is perfect, because they can get in with little to no money and you can make $10, $15, $20,000 to go get you a mentor or to go reinvest. You get what I'm saying? So, but the end of the line is you need to be a real estate investor. You need to have some doors. You need to have some property. That's real wealth.
Yeah.
All the wealthy people own real estate. Everybody that's wealthy own real estate.
Own it.
So like you gotta own something. You got to keep it in your portfolio. That way, if something ever happens, you can always tell it. You always got to come up. Like, that's a come up.
Yeah.
Like, you got to.
What will keep you from purchasing a property right now or jumping into Andy's program?
Who you asking me?
Yeah, Chris. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, what was the question?
What would keep you from buying real estate, like owning real estate or jumping into Andy's program?
Me, nothing. I'll buy a piece of real estate as long as it's a good deal. And if we underwriting it, as long as the numbers make sense and the ROI makes sense, there's really no deal. As long as it's a good deal, you should buy every good deal. Because I got a saying that says you win when you buy. If you buy at the right number, you already won. No matter how the market turned, or if you buy right, you won. You know what I mean? And then when it comes to Andy, look, the only thing is time with me. Like, I just got to hit the button and buy the program. When the date come up, I just got to show up when it come to me. For other people, I think it's fear. Fear of the unknown. You know, people they don't know me. They don't know Andy, you know, and they don't know that, okay, if I buy this course, how's it going to change my life? But the thing about it is, if you don't buy the course, you already know what's going to happen with your life. Ain't nothing going to change. It's going to stay right where it's at. So I know what's going to happen if I don't get mentorship. But what if I do get mentorship and the shit actually work out? I could literally change my life. So that's the purpose of why I tap in with other people. They say if your mentor ain't got a mentor, you chose the wrong mentor, right? So I'm continuously always in the room. I just seen Andy was in the room like this weekend. He's still in the room getting knowledge. He already winning. He already won. But the thing about it is you start losing when you stop learning. So I stay in the room. I'm going to buy Andy course. Andy out there buying other people course. If you want to grow your income and you want to change your life, you need a mentor who's already done this shit so that you got a blueprint step by step that you can follow, or else go waste your money and bump your head and you waste time and money by what you don't know.
In the hard way.
Wait, did you meet Andy at the conference this weekend?
Nah, I just know Andy from Tampa, just being around the city, knowing a lot of the same people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I know
awesome.
I know Andy through mutual friends. I don't even think we met in person, bro. We met in person.
No, we ain't meet in person yet.
Yeah, but you know, I know about Andy. I hear a lot of good things. And that's another good thing. In real estate, especially in Tampa and in Florida, it's real small. So if you do bad business, it's gonna spread. Like, I'm gonna hear about you if you do bad business. We all know people in our city who name going around who like, you don't want to associate with that person. Andy, one of them names that every time I hear it, all I hear is good shit. All I hear is good stuff about Andy. So I rocks with Andy, heavy.
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping me in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my son, but I definitely had to jump on here and show love and let y'all know, hey, go tap into that 100K play challenge, cause I am. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Bye, Chris. What's going on, Brandon?
Hello. Peace.
What's up?
What's up? Man, I'm just like everybody else, kind of just tapping in. I'm a real estate agent out in Oklahoma City. And I've done basically more so the wholesale, just now kind of growing little wings to do as far as rehabs and stuff. But shoot, my question really was, I was like really interested in what you said, being, you know, with your experience and everything that you are holding instead of flipping now, because you like, dang, I missed out on a couple $100,000. I was just like, wow, that is a, like, you know, obviously that's a great flip at the 127.
Right.
But like, dang, I done, you know, holding it, I can do it. So is it like, is this the strategy for you? Is this like strictly that because of the refi and you can just recoup that 200 to dish out more? Or is that?
It's basically the whole goal is to build your portfolio. So
never.
You can sell, like, okay, if you got 10, 11, 12, you can sell the property you don't like. I don't like this area, I don't like this no more. You can sell a couple properties. Or another reason to sell is that, okay, I got 10 properties, but I don't want them no more. I'm gonna build me a 10 unit apartment complex or a 20 unit. So to get better, you only sell to get better. Don't sell just to get the cash.
I see. To leverage it, to kind of
Right.
like to get more. Okay, now that makes sense.
Sell to
100%.
upgrade. Right.
Nah, 100%. That makes sense. Now, just gave me a different outlook. Like just listening to that, I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Because obviously, different areas that you live in, you know where the hot areas are. You're like, okay, I'm gonna buy right here. Like I know right now, it's a place called Edmond, right? It's super high, not high end, but super attractive. People love to live there. I could sell a flip like 5-8 days on market. That was my plan. I'm looking like right now in that area, but you just switched my mentality. Like, okay, just chill on it for a little bit because it's gonna double. You know,
Right. So
so
the property you don't been on sold, you don't been on hit you a little lick for a little quick, look, what, 30, 40, 50?
right.
But the person that got it, they hitting the real lick, the person that bought it. Cause they gonna hit for 100, 150 once it go up after 4-5 years. They the ones winning.
Right.
Like when I was wholesaling it, like when you look back at it, it's like you sold all your deals to the people that got rich. The people
Man.
that got rich is the ones you sold it to. Like we still running around looking
Real.
for deals.
That's real.
They sitting back like my homeboy, he got like 50 properties. So he sold when the market was high, he just sold about 10 of them just cause he could. Just to get the high money for it, just to get 300 for it when he don't pay it 40, 50.
Right.
So he just did that just to take that, and then he took that money and he started buying apartments.
Gotcha. And so
So it's
like,
basically, go ahead.
no, and my question too, because like I'm just now kind of getting as far as like looking how to analyze that way, like as far as the cap rates are concerned, and how do you necessarily know, I guess, you know, what is a good cap rate in a sense, you know what I mean? They were saying what like the lower is more so like the less work you need to put in it versus the
Yeah, the
higher.
lower usually be in the better areas. The
Okay.
higher cap rate usually be the worst areas, or class C or class D area, more about the hood, basically.
So, and so
AB
how would
is
you want to
usually
buy
the
though?
suburb. You what?
How
What you
would
say?
you buy? Like as far as like percent, like what would make sense for you to buy as far as cap rate?
I wouldn't buy it. I build my own.
So you just straight, and that's what it is, just building from the
Great.
ground up.
I'm gonna build way cheaper than I could buy it for.
Mm, okay, okay. And what's your return like as far as like that time frame? How long do you think?
Like 4 to 8 months on the build,
8 months.
on the single family house. On the apartment, they say up here they say they building apartment units in like 18 months, but they doing like 65 units or 20 doors, 65, 20 doors
Gotcha.
in 18 months.
And that's pretty quick. Yeah.
Right.
But no, that's interesting, man. Like I said, I'm just, you know, just getting the knowledge. I'm one of the ones that just be scrolling, but you know, you stay on the places where you get knowledge at. So
Just
definitely
gotta
appreciate the game, man.
start putting the knowledge to use. Don't just get the lie. Don't be the smartest person in the room and don't use it. You gotta use it.
Right, man. Like I said, I just grew my little wings. Like I'm on my property number 2. Baby steps, you know, baby
Right.
steps.
Yeah. As long as you in the game, that's all that matters.
Right on, right on. But no, I appreciate that, man.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right, Brandon. We'll see you soon, okay?
All right, see you.
Bye. Shay.
Yes, Gigi.
Why you the dog?
Why are you in the
Well, cause
dark?
I have these migraines. The light be bothering my migraines.
Okay, Shay, so let's talk about your credit.
Oh Lordy, I don't know. My credit is actually good now. Gigi did a real good job. I think I'm at 737.
Where'd you start off?
690 something. 690. I was kind of like 690 something, but now I'm
Uh-huh.
738, 737 and 737. But I still can't get my cars.
Nope, she waited, so she can't get funding yet because she waited to add positive accounts, and I don't think they're reporting yet. Are they reporting already?
Yeah, they are. Yep.
Okay.
I checked. They definitely are. Both the rent reporters are. That day we checked, they wasn't, but they are now. And
Okay.
the self are too.
Okay.
So I should be able to get my cards.
I gotta take a look at your report, Shay.
Listen, hey y'all, let y'all know I've been aggravating Gigi about these cards like
Jeez.
forever. When I got to 720, I was like, Gigi, call me ASAP. I'm over at 720. I need to get these cards. But she actually she really does a good job. I mean, actually, she got me over the 720 where I needed to be. She really did. She really did.
Yeah, we gotta see how we need to add we might need to ask Mika to add you to one of our accounts to get you to a higher closer to 800.
So it have to be over the 7.
No, I'm just saying if we're trying to push to, we're trying to make that 800 club.
Okay, I'll ask her.
Yeah.
I sure
Yeah.
will.
So, Shay, what do you do in Andy's business?
He don't let me do nothing.
Stop it.
He don't let me do nothing, Gigi.
Don't you do the cleaning and the
He
decorating?
don't let me do nothing. No, I'm just
That's
playing. Yep,
illegal
I do
business.
this. I do the Andy got two. I think Andy got two. Don't you got two coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy got two houses coming up. My sister, our oldest sister, has 3 that's already open that I do the cleaning for and the decorating for. You guys probably seen it on Andy by Houses page when he goes in and shows the before and after. You went in and showed Mika before on 2311, but you didn't show her after. You
Or
forgot.
what? On 29?
Yeah, you show her before. You didn't went in and show her after.
I know.
Yeah. So usually Andy will go in and he will do it before, like when I'm actually cleaning and decorating it, and he'll do it after. I'm gonna do his too as well when he get his open. I'm gonna be his cleaner and his decorator as well. So you guys can hit me up on my brother's page if you need a decorator. I'm really good. I'm really good. I'm really good. That's about the only thing he'll let me do. So hey, I gotta take what I can. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'll take it because I do a good job. But everybody,
Yes,
Gigi
you
does a
do,
good
Shay.
job.
I
My
love
brother does a
your
good
decorating.
job. Hold on. Gigi does a good job. My brother does a good job. My brother's also building me a house as well, you guys. So I'm happy about that. Yep, I am so excited. But they're great. Both of them are good. I mean, I get my cards though, but yeah, they're good. Okay.
Okay, sure, bye.
All right. See y'all later. Bye.
We'll talk to you soon. What's going on, Emmanuel? Hi,
How are you?
how you doing?
Hi, I had a question for Andy. What's it called? I stumbled across one of your programs, like going through Instagram, and I was just wondering, like, why is because your outlook on wholesaling, for instance, like, it's not like it's looked down upon from, I guess, from your aspect of it, and like it's more of just like going into flipping. Like, what do you recommend for like someone like me that like wants to get into wholesaling, like just to start up?
I don't look down on it. It's just that I did it before.
Okay.
So I know the difference. I did the wholesaling, I did the fix and flip, and I do new construction now. So if I knew somebody that can get me to the top without being at the bottom, I'd definitely go for the top.
Yeah.
That's why I say that I don't look down on it because I did it.
Okay.
But it's like if I knew better, I would have did better.
Exactly.
I
Okay.
knew better, so I just knew to start at the bottom. So I just had to do it. But like if it was somebody out there that could show me how to do new construction instead of doing a wholesaling, I would have rather went for them bigger numbers than them smaller numbers. That's what I mean when I say that. I don't look at it as like looking bad on it because You know, you got to get in. You got to, you know, a lot of people scared to look at the new construction. They think it's too much risk,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like wholesaling is easier for them because it ain't really costing them nothing. So it all depends on the person and, you know, where they at in life.
Yeah. You would say like you would prefer to do fix and flips over the wholesaling because it's just, I guess, just more of the money aspect. It's just it has bigger returns, or
Yeah, I mean, you don't think about it. In life, you gonna waste your time doing something. If I'm gonna waste my time, I'd rather waste my time where I can get the most profit from it.
yeah. All right,
So
thank you.
that's why I do new construction. That's why I waste my time in new construction. 'Cause I know it'd be well more worth it to me than it would if I did wholesale.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody's different, so everybody think different.
Yeah, I just wanted to get your perspective on that. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Yeah, just get in the game. It don't matter where you get in at, as long as you win.
Yeah.
Just don't stay off the sidelines. Get in the game. Just make some money.
Thank you.
All right, Emmanuel. You got anything else? He left. Mr. D'Angelo.
Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, I don't know how to turn this camera. Let me turn the camera around to me. Okay, I can't
Okay,
see
so it's a
y'all.
little button.
Okay.
It's a
Where?
little, it's got like a little circle kind of, it's got like two arrows going around, kind of like in a circle.
And I'm not good with this, but I'll ask the
Nah.
question anyway. Hey, so I'm here in Orlando, Florida, and I've been doing real estate for some years now, but it's been mostly like the fix and flip type of thing.
Yeah,
And I bought properties off of the tax deed, and I also bought properties foreclosure, but renovating them. I've never built from the ground up. You feel me? And
right.
so my thing is, I wanted this is not a flippers market. You know what I'm saying? Right now, what we're going through, but I also want to transition over into the build. Uh, I wanted to transition to that, and I ran across Andy, and I was like, "Dang, bro, he right down the street from me in Clearwater, you know, and he's building and stuff like that." And something that you were saying earlier about having a mentor, even though I'm an older dude, man, I still want to learn. You feel me? And I want to learn from somebody who's on the ground actually doing the work. And I sold one of my properties in July, right before the Federal Reserve changed the interest rates. I bought it for 70. I put like 30 in it, but I had it for some years, and then I
Right.
sold it for 300. So I got that cash sitting on the side, and now my credit done went back up. I'm right at 720 now. It used to be over 750, but doing fix and flips, you know how your credit will fluctuate when you going getting, you got your supply and stuff like that that you're paying out. But
Right.
anyway, I wanted to know what's the difference because I'm gonna get the program, but I needed to know which one. I already know about real estate. Should I go with the 5K play that you do the 25? You dig what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is, what's the difference in the two? If the 25 will get me to where I need to go faster, then I want to go that route. You feel me? So you tell me what's the difference. Can I turn this camera back around while you answer that so I can
Yeah.
see what? Okay, good.
No, the
I
difference with
don't know how to deal with this camera, dog. Go ahead.
the boot camp, the one at $5 grand, that's the one where I teach you how to do it yourself. I teach you everything I do, and you go back to your city and you go and build it. The mastermind, the one is the other price is the one where I hold your hand step by step to building the whole house. So one of them I'm with you all the way. The other one I just teach you. I
Right,
teach you
right.
how to do it, and then you go ahead and do it on your own. Like that. That's for if you
Okay.
don't need my help to go through it. We'll go through with it. That's the difference.
Okay. So let me ask this: If
Yeah.
we did the 25, right? How soon we could get to it? You know.
Right away.
All right. Okay then. You in Vegas now? When you'll be back here in Florida this week?
Tomorrow. I come back tomorrow.
Okay. What I could do is I want to go ahead and get this thing started because if we're gonna do it, ain't no need sitting on no money. I don't want to sit on no money. I don't want to sit on nothing.
Yeah. Just hit me up Tuesday. Get my info.
Okay. Hit you with the number that's on your bio on your thing.
I'm finna text the number right now.
All right, do that. All right, appreciate it, man. Thank y'all. I'm sorry about the camera thing,
Yeah,
but
all
yeah,
right.
I ain't sorry with that. My bad, yo. All right,
It's all good.
right.
All right.
All right, Mr. D'Angelo. Mhm.
Let me see. Okay.
Gigi, text him the number in case you don't know how to get it off of there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm a
What's
DM
going
you.
on?
What's going on, yo?
What's up?
You seeing what's going on? So I just I'm back in New York now, but I went down to Jack's, started doing some flipping down there.
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see they're doing a lot of building over there, and then I came across what you were doing. But it's so funny, it's ironic that that I stumbled upon both of you doing that, because at the same time, you know, the same thing keeps coming up about me getting my credit right. So it's funny, I started working on that, and it's just everything leads back to the same thing. So I do what I love because I love what I do. So I've been in construction for 30-something years. So I just continue to do it. Real estate has always been a passion. So when I walked away from work, literally just said, "F that, I'm done. I ain't ever gonna work for a person again." I said, "I'm
Right.
gonna go down there and make it go." So I'm down there in the flip game. I got to stop work order on something, but I linked up with a lender that lends on a fix and flip or buys it back. So I've been working on that just to stack up some money so I could then start buying some stuff creatively, because I'm not trying to really come out of pocket and go into loans and stuff like that. But I really want to do. I like the building play. I like what you're doing. And so the couple of questions I had is, do you link up with builders themselves? Is that part of, I mean, I don't want you to, because I started speaking to guys down there in Jacksonville, and they're talking about, oh, you got it. So I reached out to somebody about some property, and I had the property, and it was like, well, we can't loan you on that if you haven't built. So I've built up here in New York, but not under an LLC. I just built from the ground up, contracted to do so.
So basically, the lender trying to get you to get somebody that got experience.
Right. That's what they said. Basically, I got to link up with somebody. And I'm like, all right. So that was pretty much it. But really, I just got on to just let you guys know I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do, Andy. I appreciate how you guys keep it real, Gigi. You know, I follow and like as much. Your plays are right, and that's pretty much it, just trying to get it done. Tis the season right now. I'm feeling like, I want to buy a bunch of stuff for 23 and really start building. Florida's building everywhere. So it's like, man, it makes you think, because as everything's coming down. Oh, the question I did have, are you putting it on the market, or is this stuff that you're building for clients already?
No, I don't build nothing for nobody but myself. I don't sell nothing. I keep everything.
Oh, so you're building and keeping it?
Yeah, I'm keep Airbnb.
Oh, building whole. Damn.
I do the bird method with the new build.
With a new build. All right.
So I buy,
appreciate that.
I refi, and I just keep repeating it. Get my money back out. Take out an extra 30 to 50 grand. Free money, tax free.
Tax free. I love it.
Keep repeating it. And just let the
Making
equity.
my stomach hurt. Damn.
Building wealth. That's it.
Oh my God. No, that's a beautiful thing, bro. That's a beautiful thing. So I've been listening along the way, so I appreciate you, and I commend how far you've come, That's all. I just, I probably gonna come out to your boot camp, just to come out and say what's up, and just to support the cause, because I just, I love the game. I love the whole industry. You know, it is even from the ground up, even from the wholesaling up. It was a whole, because I had followed wholesaling before I even got started, and then I went 7 months and said, it's not what I do. I build shit. I can't sit behind a computer. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
couldn't do it. I could get on the phone all day. That I do. I'll close on somebody, but I'll do that shit while I'm outside. I'm not going to do that sitting in front of a computer.
Right.
But the biggest thing and the biggest place, I just want to share this for the rest of the 20-something people that are watching, is that none of this happens. I mean, and it can, but none of it really is going to happen until you get your credit right. So shout out to Gigi for, you know, changing lives and helping people get themselves on track, as I'm working on doing that myself, and probably need a little help to step it up. But that change, that's the game changer right there. That's the game changer, when people really understand where the credit comes into real estate, because they're always sold on the wholesaling aspect. Oh, you don't need credit, you don't need this, you don't need that. But the second you want to go buy something, you find out what you need. You know, or the second you're trying to leverage some money that you don't have and the next person is not willing to give you, or you're going to go fix and flip and they say, oh, no, you just get a hard money guy and they don't need credit. Bullshit. They want to know about your grandmother's credit. They want to know about everything, unless you have a real private lender. So just for people to know, your credit has to be right. You know, believe it. Don't believe that you're just going to go get a hard money guy and he's not going to check your credit. They're doing a hard pull. They'll tell you they're doing a soft pull, but then they're doing a hard pull. You know, they want their money. That's their money that they're laying out. So rightfully so. So the fact that you get your numbers right means everything. So I appreciate you guys. It's really why I jumped on. I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate the content you put out. Andy, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be following. I'll be watching. You see me, Eric25. I'm always still alive by the grace of God. All right. I appreciate you guys a lot.
Bye, Eric.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate
I'm going
it.
to see you in Tampa. I'm coming to your town. I'm coming to your town. I'll be flipping over there. But we're going to build something. Just for the sake of building it. All right, brother.
All right.
Be good. Yep.
Bye, Eric.
Bye-bye.
Strictly, come on the live. Carlin, come on the live, Carlin.
Yeah, like it was saying, like, that's the most important thing, like, just in life, to have the credit. When you got the credit, you got options. Like, you got options to do what you want to do. Like, we get you over 100,000 to 200,000 worth of credit cards. It's like, now you could do things that you never thought you could do in life. Like, you got access to money to make moves. When you ain't got that credit, you ain't got no move. You can't really make no moves. You got to do what you know. But when you get your credit together, you get it good. You can do whatever. You can do real estate. You can do whatever whatever you dreamed of doing. You just gotta have credit. Credit can help you scale on anything that you do. If you ain't got credit, you ain't gonna go too far. Cause then you got to come up with cash to do everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Carlin, come on the live. The Truth 085. Let's see. You have any real estate credit questions on here?
Questions and the real estate questions y'all asking now. Go ahead while you got the chance.
I know. Yeah, we don't get paid for this stuff. I'm actually hungry. We could be eating right now.
You know I jump off quick, go to sleep.
Hey, what's up, GG?
What's
What's going on?
Question for you. I have a bunch of child support on my credit, and that's what I need to, am I gonna have to just start paying that down or what? And it's killing my credit right now. I'm in the low sixes right now. It's really killing my credit. I got like 3-4 acres I'm trying to build on. I got, so I really want.
When's the last time you made a payment on it?
I'm making payments on it, but they're very small.
So they're reporting it as late. What I would do, what's your name?
Charles.
What I would do is I would try to come up with an agreement with the courthouse, and let's say is it like multiple different accounts or different cases, or is it just one two cases? What I would do is go back to court and ask them to put you like on a payment plan or lower the payments to something that you can afford. And then that way you're paying current. You're not paying late. Once you do that, if the negative payments are still there, we can get them removed. But the whole idea is to start paying current, because if you're paying late, they're going to continue to report late to the bureaus.
Okay.
So go back to court and tell them that you can't afford however much it is that you're paying, and you need them to lower the payments. And then from there,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So from there, they're going to go ahead and lower the payments, but they're going to be reporting as current. Once that happens, once they're reporting current, we can remove those accounts from your report. You just can't fall behind.
You can remove the accounts from the report.
I can remove the accounts from the report, but I just
like $40,000 in debt.
I just need you to start paying current. So if they say that they're going to lower it to like $200, $300, whatever the amount is, you just need to continue paying that so they don't report the accounts late. So once they report the accounts current, I can remove any of that negative stuff. But if they're continuing to report the accounts late, they're going to be adding that account negatively to your report, and it doesn't do you any good. And I'm not going to be able to remove it. I'm going to be able to remove it, but then they're going to add it again, and they're going to add it as negative.
Okay.
I want to take your money.
And
so I don't want to take your money.
And Andy, what kind of credit cards are you using? Are you using like American Express, or what kind of credit cards are you using? You know, to have all this funding. Yeah, I see on your videos you have all them credit cards. I'm like, damn, you using all of them?
No, basically just use the ones you get, but you want to use the business one, because the business one ain't gonna report on your credit. So you can go ahead, you can tap them out, and then you can just pay the minimum back every month. But if you got a personal card, you know you're gonna have to pay that off within the month, or it's gonna need to mess up your credit, or your report gonna get lower. So basically,
I have 2 S corps right now, so
yeah. So basically,
okay. So hold up. You can continue about the cards right now, but before I forget, with the S corps, you have no protection, sir. So if I don't know what the S corps are for, but let's say that I end up falling. If it's real estate, I end up falling. If it's, I don't know, trucks, like if you're in the trucking industry, you end up crashing into somebody and injuring them. I can go after everything you own, everything.
Oh, really?
Every single thing. The S corps do not offer you any protection. None.
Okay.
So open LLCs. Start opening LLCs. They offer you protection. S corps don't do anything. I can go after your dog if you have a dog.
Oh, a trust, the LLC.
Or a trust. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Annie. So when you was talking about the cards.
Yeah, you tell them. I'm telling the card. You the card lady. You give them a card.
So with the card, when you start using these cards, sir, you want to stick with the business cards. The business cards don't report to the personal credit report. There are some banks that do report to the personal to your credit report, to personal credit report, but we try to stay away from those. So if you tap out, meaning you max out the business credit cards, they're not going to report that to your score, to your personal report, meaning your score is going to stay high. Where if you do the opposite and you start tapping out, maxing out the personal cards, then your score is going to drop at that time. So stick with the business cards.
Okay.
Amex, Chase, Navy Federal, KeyBank. There's Citizens. There's so many banks, and even if it's like $15,000, $20,000, you can use 2 of those cards. Like in Andy's program, you use 2 of those cards to start the foundation.
You use 2 of those cards to get to the foundation, and after you get there, you use the hard money lender to finish the project.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, you just using all other people's money to do the whole job, and you getting paid off of it.
Okay.
Way more than them.
Right. I totally understand.
Right.
Yeah. So stick with the business cards.
I'm really trying to build some capital with wholesaling. Because I'm kind of like in a bad situation. I'm kind of like just getting out of jail. You know what I'm saying? So I was in there for about a year. So I'm starting over in my life. You feel me? So
right.
But yeah. So do I with those business credit cards? Am I needing to use a company for those? Am I needing to use an LLC? So I need to open up an LLC for those business credit cards, right?
Yes. Open up the LLC. Hit up Amex. If you have Amex, or if you don't have Amex, hit up Amex, and then you can get multiple credit cards just with that one inquiry with Amex.
Okay. Cool.
So, and what
So
I
yeah,
would do,
I have like three and a half acres, and that's what I'm trying to build on right now. I'm like, I need to just build on these acres that I have. There's some land I bought because I've been in real estate for a long time, but you know, the '08 crash took me out back in the day, and I just been kind of playing with it. I've closed some deals here and there through family, people who call me and be like, "Hey, you still closing deals?" I'm like, "Yeah, I still close deals. I wholesale it off, or I fix and flip it with some other people, you know, because I got guys that do fix and flip. So I join in and JV with somebody and stuff like that. But I really want to get into building, you know, after I kind of like lost everything, you know, fighting with a lawyer and all that, trying to get myself out of trouble, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
what's your score right now?
I'm like in the fives, you know, close
Oh
to
no,
six.
sir.
I think it's
You
like
can't.
605 somewhere in there.
You can't apply for credit cards with that score. Strictly,
Okay.
isn't that what you started off with? Like, wasn't you in the fives?
I was in the mid fives. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't apply with credit cards. You can't apply for credit with any negative accounts on there, or any negative anything on there. No charge-offs, collections, bankruptcies, child support, late payments, none of that stuff. Because once
Right.
you apply for a credit card, they're going to, if they approve you, they're going to give you a low limit, $500. You can't do shit with $500.
Right.
Can't do anything. You can't do anything with $500. So you got to get your score up. We have to work on your credit report.
Yeah, and am I trying to get an EIN and everything for this LLC also?
You do.
Okay.
You have
All right.
to. So you have to make it look. I have an LLC challenge on the 18th of November. So I walk you guys through the process of how to set up a fundable LLC. And what you want to make it look like you Google Walmart, you see a 1-800 number on there. You see a headquarters number on there. So you want to make it look legit. So when lenders go Google you, they search for you, they're gonna see that your business is legit.
That's right.
You fell out. He's frozen.
Yeah.
Carlin, what's going on? Oh, there you back. You're
Yeah,
back.
yeah, I kind of lost y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is bad over here.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, but that's the first thing you need to do, sir. Like, you need to work on your personal credit. We need to get your score right. And then from there, you're able to get the $15,000 cards, $20, $25, $30,000 cards. And I
Okay.
started off in the mid fives. Okay. So it is possible. It's possible.
Yeah, so getting my personal credit straight and then move, you know, what am I?
Froze up again.
You broke out again. What's going on, Carlin?
Hey, Gigi, how you doing? What's up, Andy? What's going on, brother?
What's happening? What's
Yes,
good
sir.
Go ahead.
Oh, he back.
No, go
He
ahead.
froze.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so just work on your personal credit first, sir, because you're not going to be able to do anything with a bad credit score.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank
Go back
y'all.
to court, get the child support taken care of, and then we can start working on your report. I don't want to take your money and tell you I'm going to remove the child support. I'm going to remove it, but it's going to come back on because you owe the money still.
What's good with you?
Man, same old, just out of town dealing with hard-headed elderly people, but that's relatives, you know.
Yeah.
That's how they are, man.
God knew what's new in life.
And the ones who got the income, that's who they call. They call me. Want me to pay for this and pay for that. I'm gonna have to start putting boundaries on that.
What's your score at now, strictly?
I started in the fives, working with you, jumped all the way to 715, 715, 717, 715. Then Capital One hit me and it dropped down 35 points. And then it jumped back up now 15 more points to 685.
Why did Capital One hit you?
Because I increased my balance by $3.
Okay.
I said, are you serious? So you told me from here on in, do $20 and that's it. That's what I'm doing.
So yeah, you need to keep your utilization to under 10%. And then we were working. Did you add the positive accounts? I think you did, right? You added them from Jump. Yeah.
Yep, I got. Of course, I have my secure credit card. I have self credit card, Kickoff, Credit Strong, Rent Reporters. What else do I got? And I have an installment loan, yeah. And I got those up and running. So that's gonna bump me back up real soon, most likely. And I had fraud alerts on there that I had to get removed because that might have prevented my stuff from being reported consistently.
Yeah.
So I had all those removed. So
yeah. Now all you gotta do is just call the rent reporters and whoever the primary accounts, the positive accounts, call them and let them know that they're not reporting. So they're gonna go ahead and run your social through the system again, and they're gonna report. They're gonna start reporting.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So I will be back up in the 700s. Then
They're
when I
trying to get you in the 800 field, and
yeah, I'll be back in there, and then once I get back to my 700s, I'll go ahead and get a trade line added as well. Mm-hmm. So that's really going to do it. And I will be at the boot camp. Yes, time to fire my boss. He doesn't like me anyway. The feeling's mutual. Yeah, he don't like New York guys. Now he knows why, but he doesn't like us. So
it's all good.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's how one of my last boss was. And what I did, I ended up putting I stayed sick for a while. I told them I didn't feel good and I just didn't go back, and I got my shit right and I never went back. Like, every week they would ask me like, are you coming back? I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling good still.
For real. This guy a piece of work. I said, you don't know. I'm about 60 points away from firing him, so it's coming. It's coming quickly.
All right, Carlin. I just wanted to bring you on the live real quick.
Okay.
We'll talk to you soon, all right?
Yeah, you and Angie stay on the move, man.
We try.
I'm not trying. Well, y'all in Panama, and now back to Vegas, and back to Atlanta and Florida.
I know. I have one more trip for the end for this year, and that's just to Florida. We don't have anything planned unless Andy surprises me with something like, "Hey, we got to go here."
What's your
Wow.
Oh, the boot camp.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking
last
about.
trip. He be surprising me with stuff though. Carlin, like all of a sudden from like he'll just come up, he'll send me something like, "We got to go right here." I'm like, dude, we just get back.
Yep. Must be nice. Just hop on the plane and go. That's how I want it. Just hop on the plane and go.
That's how it be. That's how it could be. It ain't hard. Just gotta stay focused, stay on the grind.
That's right.
It's a lot of sacrifices that we do to do that. Like we gotta sacrifice to we got kids too. We got kids, but we gotta sacrifice to make it better for them.
That's right.
Yeah, and then it took us a lot to be able to get to this point. Like both he and I went through a lot of shit to be able to just hop on the plane and get to where we want to go to.
Well, to hop on the plane and it not be Spirit Airlines. That's really good. Yeah.
But sometimes it do be. That's all they be having.
Florida. Seriously, Mr. Carlin, because I jumped on the site for Andy because I was looking for flights for him, but in Florida they only have is Spirit and Frontier, right, Andy? For the most part.
Yeah. They were the only non-stop flights.
Oh my God! No, man. When I go to the boot camp, I'll just take a Greyhound bus to Florida.
Where are you located, Mr. Carlin?
Columbus, Ohio. I would take a Greyhound so quick.
Yeah.
Did you already apply for the funding? I think you did, right?
No, I did not.
You haven't?
Nope.
Okay.
I didn't even see that option on there. I should apply for that.
No, let's wait for your score to jump back up and then just DM me and then we'll take it from there.
No problem. Oh, it's going to shoot back up. It shot back up 15 points like this.
Yeah.
Just with kickoff and credit strong.
Yeah.
Just that quickly.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even reporting to all 2 boroughs yet.
Brent Reporters isn't reporting?
No, they are reporting. But
yeah,
I think once I removed them fraud alerts, that's when it kicked in again. So I'm going to call them up to make sure that it's been reporting.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Because my credit report is clean as a whistle right now. There ain't shit on there. Gigi wiped out everything.
He's laughing.
Ain't nothing on there but my name and date of birth, man. Positive accounts. 0 collections, 0 negatives, 1 inquiry. That's it.
How long it took?
What, 60 days, Gigi?
I have no idea, Mr. Carlin. I wish I could I wish I could remember.
like no more than 90 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened that quick.
Right.
Yeah, she did her thing, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's good telling him so he keeps me hired. I'm just kidding.
He already know. He the one that told me, call Gigi. She'll get you there faster.
Right.
He wasn't lying either. He wasn't lying.
It's funny because like when we go out, we take care of each other. Like I can't let him die because he's the one on social media. And he can't let me die because I'm the one doing the back end.
Yeah. That's a good relationship. That's right. That's right.
All right, Mr. Carlin. I just wanted to bring you online real quick.
Okay. Y'all have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Right.
All right. Is there any other credit questions? Real estate questions. Andy, how long is the bill taking?
4 to 8 months, depending on the person and how fast they're moving.
How much money they need in order to start building?
To start the process of digging in the ground, from digging in the ground to the foundation, about like 30 to 35,000.
Mm-hmm.
You can pay that off of credit cards.
Mm-hmm. So do they need to have good credit in order to go to the boot camp?
Nope, not as long as they got you. Or you could get it good.
You guys don't need to have good credit. If y'all pay for the boot camp, then Andy pays me in the back end. So he pays for the credit repair. So if y'all can just pay for the boot camp, then we're going to take care of your credit repair.
He asked me, what's my credit score? What's my credit score? Last time I checked, it was, what, 740, 757?
No, he's at 775.
I don't know. I'll be looking. I don't need to. I already got my card.
That's it. I know because I'm working on. I'm constantly looking at his report.
Yeah.
Boot camp is in Florida. Tags Shade Room is asking where the boot camp's at.
Yeah, it's in the Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah. What was the other question? When you're looking for lots, Andy, what are you looking for?
I'm looking in the area. I'm checking the numbers, making sure that when I put a house on it, it's gonna be able to sell for 350 or 400 between that range, and then that let me know that I could pay no more than 100K for the lot, and then that let me know that if I do that, if both of those numbers match, I can make over 100K doing it. Cause I build at $100 a square foot. So a 1,500 square foot house cost me $150,000 to build. So if I'm at 150 in the build, just say 100 for the lot, that's 250. I sell for 350, I make 100. I sell for 400, I make 150. Simple math.
And he's doing all this not using his own money. This is using other people's money the entire way from start to finish.
Credit cards and hard money.
Mm-hmm.
They get paid. Everybody be talking about 15% for hard money, but it's like, okay, you making 100 grand. The person that getting you the 15%, he only making what? 15, 20, if that, 10. So it's like you worry about the numbers, but you making way more than him and everybody else. Him, the credit card people, you making the most money, but you crying about the rate they giving you, but the interest rate. But if you would have never had them, you'd never be able to do the deal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't cry about the interest rate, because I know I'm gonna make what I'm gonna make on it, and I know I'm making more than anybody else. So the whole goal is just be able to do the deal, and that's what those people let you do. Without them, you won't be able to do it because you may not have the capital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't focus so much on what you're losing right now, but look at the profit, like what you're making.
Right.
How much is the boot camp, Andy?
The boot camp right now, original price $35. I mean, not 35. What am I doing? Original price $5,000, but for everybody that's on here right now, I give them a discount. If y'all want a discount, just hit me in the DM. Hit me the word discount, and I get you in there for the low.
You get lumber and all that for cheap?
I get it what everybody else get it for. But I buy, like, when you buy over at Home Depot, you spend over $1,500, you get discounts on your materials. So usually when I buy lumber, I get over $1,500 worth, so I get a discount on it.
And hard money, then refi?
Yep. Credit card, hard money, refi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there was a question last time. How are you paying for the credit cards in between the projects?
Okay, you can tell them. You know that.
They want to hear from you.
No matter what, they just want to know.
So there's different ways to pay for the credit cards. Andy does it different. I do it different because I buy houses using cards. So I hide the utilization. If I'm doing the personal side, I'm hiding the utilization. You can bounce the balance from one card to another. And if I'm going to sell the property, I'm going to go ahead and use the proceeds from the sale to pay down my card.
And then another way to do it is, like, when we get the cards, we get like between 100 to 200K worth of cards. We're not using all those cards. So you can keep one card just to pay the payments on the other cards. And then that one card that may pay the payments, you can use that. You go take another card and have the utilization with that one card. So you'll be using that one card to pay all the other debt, and then you'll be having utilization with another card and that card. So it's going back and forth, so they'll never know what's going on. Like you paying each other.
Yeah, when I was using my personal to buy the houses, I was at like 60, 70, 80,000 credit on there. But if you would have pulled my credit report at that time, it was at like $6,000, $7,000. So you would never see the actual balance on my credit report. That's because I was having the utilization from the bureaus. Does your hard money lender have your general contractor? I understand that question. Yeah, Andy spills his game right there on the ebook. All right, y'all have any other real estate credit questions? Andy, you got anything else?
I just let them know about the boot camp since people asking about it. The boot camp, December 3rd and 4th, Clearwater, Florida, right, Clearwater Beach. So we get both like experience of the beach and the experience of, learning how to build houses, and then you also get your credit fixed. So you're getting like three things in one, and all of it, you know, good for you. So if you feel like you need your credit score fixed and you trying to get in the game and get to that next level, this could be what you need. Like, we get you to that next level so you be in the next tax bracket. Like, you do the same no more. You ain't got to worry about getting the income tax. Now you got to worry about how you going to hide your taxes so you ain't got to pay it. It's a whole nother level, a whole nother game. And that's where you want to be, to where you'll have better options in life. And that's what the boot camp's for, to help you get to the next level.
So we spend so much time like guessing or just thinking about programs that serve us, right? Such as like the boot camp. But for me, remember when at the FHL where it took me one night to think about buying the program or not. So now and it's because we spend so much money. It's a waste of money. We waste so much money trying to get other people to do the funnels for us. And then when we get the funnels, what do we do? Well, I mean, at least I do it. I spend all night trying to fix it, right?
Right.
So Andy, like, we just fixed one of Andy's funnel and we modified it. I dropped $30,000 on that program, right? So we just modified one of Andy's funnel and I learned how to do this because I went through the program. So I invested in myself, and now instead of paying somebody else to do the funnels for Andy or for myself, like, we can do it ourselves. We're not wasting time. We're not wasting money. And as soon as we modified it, we started seeing results.
Right. So that's the whole goal. Like, you know, you got to pay for speed. You're paying for speed. That's basically what it is. When you paying people to, you know, learn stuff, you pay them to get stuff done fast. Because if you learn on your own, it's going to take you more time. It's going to be way longer, and it's going to cost you way more.
Yes, it was.
When I first did my property, my first deal, I ain't know what I was doing. I ain't had no people. I ain't had nobody. I just had to figure it all out. So I didn't even have I didn't know the what came after what. I just had to figure it out along the way. So now I got the blueprint. I got it all set up to this first, and after that you got this. You got the plumber come, then you got the HVAC guy. You got the electrician. Before, I didn't know when they came. I just had them come. Everybody running into each other, trying to get stuff done, and it's kind of one person on the way. Okay, well, I'm gonna just wait till they get done, then I'll just come back and So it kind of messed up the flow of it. But now, when you learn the sequence of it, you get the blueprint, everything moves faster and better. So it's like, if I had somebody to pay to teach me that before I got into it, I could have did it way faster and probably made more money on it doing it. So if you find somebody, that's trying to teach you the game, and then you're trying to hurt your pockets, go ahead and do it, because it's going to save you. It's going to save you money at the end, in the end.
So what's the square foot for building now, including the labor and materials?
Building at like $100 a square foot. 1,500 square foot houses at around 150,000, not including the land.
I guess I should have said, like, are you using someone like Dr. Horton or major builders with plans?
No, I do my own plans. Well, I don't do them. I create my own plan, and then I have my architect draw it up. Then I have a general contractor that I use his license. I pay him to use his license, and all he do is he pull the permit for me, and then he do the inspections, call in the inspections for me. So I find all my own workers.
Also, how much a boot camp costs? He mentioned it, $5,000, but do you have him what word?
Discount, and I'll give you a better price on it. Way better price.
What are you able to sell new construction for per square foot in this climate?
It's usually going for anywhere between $230 to $250 a square foot.
The truth, yes, you can, sir. You can get funding for all one of your companies. Oh, Ola is on here.
Who?
Ole, build it on.
Yeah. What's going on?
Will Gigi be at the boot camp? Yes, sir. Usually you see Andy and me together. What? How do you know how much to pay the GC to use his license?
Basically, what I pay. We got some GTs want up to 10 grand. Like some of them may want 5 to 10 grand, but I usually pay no more than 2,500. I wouldn't pay no more than 25 or 5 at the most if you had to, but I try to stay under 2,500 if you can. But
So,
some people that won't even let you use that license too. So you gotta find the right person that'll let you use their license. Cause like people knowing that you don't know what you're doing, a lot of time they won't let you do it because you don't really know. So you gotta have somebody on your team or behind you with experience to where you get a lot of people that'll deal with you that usually wouldn't deal with you. That's like with the hard money lender guy too. A lot of them won't deal with you if it's your first one. They want you to have experience, or if they do, they're gonna charge you more, or they're gonna give you. You're gonna have to come up with more down. So if you got people behind you that don't did it before, and that they could trust, you get way better deals on everything.
yeah, and he brings these people to the boot camp, so you guys are able to ask them questions. And if you guys are not local, you are able to basically take that information back and use it in your hometown.
Yeah, like basically, I show you how to find people in your area if you're not doing it down in our area. Find the people, tell them what to say to them, how to get it, what you should be paying. Give you all the numbers at the boot camp. All the numbers on the property and on the building, like what I pay for everything, you get the number.
All right, who has high utilization on here? If you have high utilization and that's the only thing that's keeping you down, you can get those credit cards removed. Where did Ole go? I think he left. We can get those credit cards removed, and by removing those credit cards, you have to keep them. You have to keep paying them on time. But by removing those credit cards, your score is going to jump. And what you can do is when your score jumps, you're able to start applying for business credit, and then you're able to transfer that debt from the personal side over to the business side. Andy, I'll be hitting y'all up when I get back in town next week. I'm on road with the semi.
Hit us up. We got you.
Yes, sir. We ain't going nowhere.
How do you find quality subcontractors? Basically, you got to go where the subcontractors at. Like, there's different places you can find subcontractors. You can find them on job sites. Like, actually, on the job site, there's different places. And we show you that at the boot camp, though. All the
Andy, what's going on, man? MsCNotes.
What's good with you? What's going on?
You know me. You know me. I'm out here doing it, man. I'm out here doing it. How? Say that one time?
I say you been all right?
Yeah, of course. You know I've been funding clients, so just funding as much clients as possible. I got to start funding some of your clients so they can start buying these lots, man.
Hey, they definitely need the money.
Of course.
Money all the time.
But how you doing, MsCNotes? How you doing?
Beautiful. I'm perfect.
Oh my God, you're doing perfect.
I'm doing great.
Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful. But I saw you were talking about credit, right?
Yes, sir.
Of course. So of course, with credit, that deals with the catalyst to business funding, right? The personal credit, having not having any derogatories, them inquiries, the utilization being low, the primary accounts being at 3 to 4. Like, these are the things that are needed on the business funding side so that you can get the money, so you can go to boot camps like what Andy's doing, so he can show you how to get them lots, so then you can now build a house and do the 100K play, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm excited. We just got off a free webinar. So I appreciate y'all bringing me up.
No problem.
Yeah, so December 3rd to the 4th. He's gonna be in Florida?
Yeah, it's in Clearwater, Florida. Right on Clearwater Beach.
On Clearwater? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, damn, December 3rd is my
Probably
dad's
like
birthday.
15, 20 minutes from Tampa.
Okay. Yeah, now that's my dad's birthday. He ain't gonna let me. He gonna, he gonna let me. He gonna let me go out there like that, man. I gotta make sure he's taken care of. Gotta
Yeah,
make sure he's taken care of. When's the next one gonna be?
March. The first
March.
weekend of March.
March?
Right.
Beautiful. MsCNotes, are you doing the credit repair only, or are you doing funding as well for the clients?
We're doing all of it. It's an
You're doing
all
the whole
stop. It's a
full
one-stop shop.
one
It's a
stop shop?
one-stop
Oh
shop.
my God. So what are you doing? What are you doing for clients that are like they're troubled, and they don't know, like, as far as the credit repair side, right? So they'll come in with like a 660, but they're only missing like maybe one or two things. You guys are doing the full credit repair for that as well?
We do everything. So we remove, if there's too many inquiries on there, if they have more than 2 inquiries, we remove them. They have high utilization, we remove the high utilization cards. They need trade lines, we add the trade lines. They need, they have collections, charge-offs, late payments, we remove that. Bankruptcies, we remove that. It's a
Got you,
one-stop
got you.
shop.
Um, I would say this for the trade lines. I don't know if any of the banks have been telling you, as of late, and this is just dealing with a lot of the high net worth banks that we got up here in New York. The trade lines, they're not really looking at them anymore. And I think they're
Right,
just
they
now
don't count
starting to.
them.
Yeah, they don't count them on
Yeah,
the business funding side. The personal they do, but the business funding side they don't. So that's definitely something you
right.
guys can jot down for the clients and everything like that. Because yeah, we just found that out not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could be a great help for y'all, especially when it comes to clients, just in general. And then we might
Right.
have some clients we can send down to you, and if you got anybody up here, you can send them as well. Because at least if you have the people down there, you already have the bankers and everything like that. Then it's an easy funding process for you.
Right.
Right. So yeah, no, we definitely got to connect. We definitely got to connect for sure. Um,
Awesome.
Of course.
All right.
I don't mean to come on here and take too much of your time. Sorry about that.
It's
You're
all
all right.
good.
All right.
Got you.
Sorry
But
All
about
right, we'll talk
no,
to you soon.
all right.
that. All right. Take
Appreciate it.
care. All right.
Bye. No, so if you continue paying the cards on time, if they're high utilization, we're gonna remove the cards. You just gotta continue paying them on time so they don't report negative. Is the credit repair included in the class?
Yes.
So we show you guys at the boot camp, we're gonna show you guys how to fill out the application. How to fill out the application to get the high limit cards. We're going to show you guys where to apply to get the high limit cards. We're going to show you guys how to hide the utilization. We're going to show you guys how to get the credit limit increase. We're going to show you all that stuff.
Bring home. Truck with D.
Who?
Truck with D. Trucking with D.
Okay, hold on. Oh shit. She, as soon as you said her name, she left. Or no, she came on.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm traveling, so I can't come off while I'm driving, so I'm in the car. But how
Yeah,
It's
you guys
okay.
okay.
doing? So listen, I found your page, Andy, from Anthony Develops with WRC.
Yeah.
And so me and my husband been thinking about getting into this side of the business as well. We're in real estate. I'm on the mortgage side, but I also have a trucking company and a trucking coaching program. And now I'm trying to add another stream of income. So I found your page. I went and looked at your course and your class, and I definitely want us to attend. But
Yeah, once you pay it, then I can have Gigi. I pay Gigi to fix the credit. So if you bring somebody with you, the second person, bring
Okay,
somebody with you, the second person have a price. So you ain't got to pay full price for the second person. So if you and him come, the one person will be half price. But yeah, the
okay,
credit is included in it. Gigi
okay,
fix the credit. Basically show you how to hide the utilization. We show you what cards to get, how to take the money off the cards. Show you everything about the cards. Then I show you how to deal with the cards. Then I had a hard money guy, architect, engineer, subcontractors, all them guys come to the boot camp. So you get to talk to them. And then we show you how to find workers in your area, how to do everything. We tell you like the numbers of what we paying and what you should be paying for what. And just give you the whole spiel on the whole thing. And then that next day, that Sunday, we go in the field and I take you to all the projects I got going on, show you where they at,
okay. All
show
right,
you how
so
we
I
got
can
there.
basically walk in. I can walk in not knowing anything about construction and walk out and actually have an actual good foundation to be able to start my own company doing it.
Yes, ma'am. And then we also got a group chat too, a WhatsApp chat when everybody leave the boot camp.
Uh-huh.
With everybody in it that don't been to the boot camp. So you still got contact with all those people too, and I'm in it too. So if you got any questions, we help answer.
Okay,
So it ain't
well,
like you just
remember,
come to the. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, remember the name. We're going to be in there. I'm going to purchase our tickets. And you said when I add the second person in the cart, it's automatically going to give it half off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't wait to meet you guys and learn from you guys. And I'll be meeting you guys soon.
I'm excited.
All right. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye,
You're
man.
welcome.
Andy, they asked again, how much are you building per square foot?
$100.
Yeah.
So the houses I do, I'm build they 1,500 square foot. So I build them for like 150,000. Sometimes, most of the time, it'd be under that. I round off to 150 to make it easier for everybody else.
Yes, CFPB is good to use. They keep the bureaus accountable for the disputes that you send over. If you have more than 2 inquiries per report, you need to get them removed. There's a lot of lenders that will automatically deny you if you have more than 2 inquiries per report. High utilization is going to get you denied. If you have any late payments, that's going to get you denied. Charge-offs, lates, all that is going to get you denied. If they don't deny you, they're going to give you low limits. All right.
Then, go ahead. You finna say something?
No.
On one of my properties, like when I buy a lot, first thing I do is cut the trees down, right? So on one of the one I'm finna build for my sister, right? I cut the trees down. They had some oak trees on it. So the city, I put in for the permit to get the permit to start building, and they came back and they said that I need to get a permit to cut the trees down that I had already cut. So the trees are already gone. So then I got to get an after the fact permit. So now it's a 2-page application that you got to fill out, and then they just charged me like double the price of what it would have been if I would have gotten if I did it the right way and just got it approved, got applied for it, then waited about a month or two for them to approve it. They just charged me. That would have been probably like $100, $150. So by me just cutting it down, and now they coming back and telling me to get one, it's costing me like $300. So it cost me like $100, but it saved me way more time than dealing with them, waiting on them to let me cut it if they even decide to let me cut it. So that's why I just cut them.
So you decided to get the extra fee. That's smart though.
Heck yeah, I'm cool with that, cause the one I'm building on now, the one I'm about done with, like it had a tree in the middle of the lot, so I had got a permit to cut that tree, and that took me back 3 months waiting to get that tree cut. And I'm like, man, that was a waste of time. And So now I know better.
You rather apologize than ask for permission.
Yeah, I'd rather apologize. You know, I've been hard headed my whole life, so you know, ain't that. They used
Do
to.
you? I'm the same way. I'd rather apologize than ask for permission. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and deal with you later. Do you suggest single or two-story builds?
Single story would be cheaper. 2-story gonna be higher because usually when you're going up, people got to use scaffolds. So when they use scaffolds, they got to charge you more to get to that second level. So it'll be cheap. Single family will be cheaper. But some lots are smaller that require you to go. We got a lot that it's a small lot, and in order for us to get the 1,500 square foot on it, we got to go up. So it all depends on what kind of lot you got. Depending on if you want to go up or not. But it'll be a little more to go up to do 2 stories than it is 1 story.
Is it more profitable?
No, that don't really matter. If they go by square footage, they don't care if it's up, sideways, underground. Well, as long as it go off square footage, so it don't matter if it's single family or 2-story.
Okay. Amex is a good card to have, a good company to have a relationship with. You can get multiple cards with one inquiry. So if your score was initially like an 800 and then it dipped for whatever reason, they'll use that first inquiry, that first pool to continue to give you credit cards.
You said
What if
what's
the
the
late
late?
payment?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Also, the
What if the
reason
late payment? What if the late payments are 3 years old and it's closed account that's been paid off? I would remove that, sir. Go ahead and try to get that card removed. Get that negative account removed. Some people hold on to a credit card because it's old or it's high limit. You don't have to do that. You don't have to hold on to a negative transaction. Like, I don't go back and forth with the lenders to trying to get a remove a late payment. I go ahead and remove the negative account, and then either we add a trade line that if your score is still under a 720, we'll add a trade line that has a high limit or a high age, and then we replace that negative transaction that we removed, that negative account that we removed. So don't hold on to a negative transaction. You don't have to. You can replace that with using another person's credit.
And for all the new people that's on the live that ain't hear me when I said it the first time, everybody that's on here, like, you hit me in the DM discount, and I give you a discount for the boot camp. You ain't got to pay the original price.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Is that the same for basements too? What you mean is that is what the same for basements?
Miss Connie,
How
I'm
do you
gonna bring you on the line.
How do you remove a negative account, Miss CG?
How do you remove a negative account? There's different ways to remove it. I'm actually I'm gonna make a list of the laws that I use, and I'm gonna put it on my link tree. There's different laws that you can use to remove a negative account. So let's say it's a collection agency or it's a collection account, right? They have to prove that you signed a contract with that. Miss Connie, they have to prove that you signed a contract with that lender, with whoever's reporting that negative account to your report. And if they don't have a contract that's signed by you and the financial institution, is not supposed to be on there. So now if the collection agency is reporting that transaction to the bureau, you're able to it's okay, Miss Connie, I'm gonna make you talk. You're able to collect money from the collection agency, because what they're doing is they're falsifying documents by reporting inaccurate information to the credit bureaus. So now if you tell the bureaus that account is not accurate, and let's say that they say that it's been verified, you can collect anywhere from $250 to $2,500 per violation, per law that they violated. And we need to use the FCRA to protect us as consumers. That was set in place by the government. The bureaus are not federally regulated. Okay, so we can sue them just as if we were injured by Walmart, by a 99-cent store, and they're actually, if they're financially hindering us, we need to take them to court and get some money out of them. Miss Connie, I'm gonna bring you on.
They asked me what's the percentage of refis versus sales for the properties you complete. I refi all of them. I don't sell anything no more. I keep everything. and just refi and Airbnb it. Refi, get my money back, take out an extra 30, 50 grand, and just keep repeating the process.
Miss Connie.
You
Hey,
trying out in
Gigi.
the dark?
Hey, Andy.
What's going on?
I got my son going to sleep. Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Miss Connie, what are we doing for you on your credit report?
Man, if I stop messing up, you're gonna remove my negatives. I think that's all the things we're working on right now, Gigi.
We working on the high utilization cards?
No, you're removing my negative accounts.
So it's for your mom then, right? That she's going to, is she using one of the cards and we're removing that card? Or what are we doing for your mom?
Correct.
So for her mom, what Miss Connie is going to do, she's going to use her mom's credit card. She's going to use her mom's credit in order to pay for Andy's boot camp. So she's going to max out her mom's credit, and then we're going to remove that card so her mom can keep her high credit score.
Right.
Just say right. Get me off of
I like being in the background, Gigi and Andy. I don't like that fun stuff.
We could tell. We see you.
You know, Andy is the same way, Miss Connie. He's the same way.
I know. I'm ready to learn, though. I'm coming to the boot camp, and I'm hungry.
I'm excited for you, Miss Connie. We've been working a little while, so I'm really excited to see you turn that chapter and get into something that you're going to be able to build from.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I keep watching you guys and listening and learning. So as the other guy said, I really appreciate you guys, and I can't wait. I can't wait to turn the corner.
You're welcome. Appreciate you too. You did what we do it for y'all.
All right, no doubt. Thanks, guys.
All right, Miss Connie, we'll see you soon, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You got somebody say, I have commercial land. Is it hard to build commercial building in city limits? No, it ain't hard to build. Like, you see it going around every day. You just look around, you see it. You just gotta, just do it. You get out here and do it. Ain't nothing hard. If you make it hard, it's gonna be hard. If you don't have no fear about it, just go ahead and you just knock it out. It's gonna be, everything in life is gonna be whatever you think. If you think life hard, life gonna be hard for you. If you think life easy, it's gonna get easy. Like, it is what you think. It's all a mindset. You could think bad stuff on you. If you think bad stuff gonna happen, something bad gonna happen. Dude, that's just in life and anything you do, whether it's business or not. If you think positive things, you're gonna start focusing on all the positive things you happen. If you think negative, you're gonna bring negative things up on you. So it's all about how you think. That's gonna determine what you get in your life.
There's so many things that Andy and I encounter that are hard for us. They're over our head. We don't know how to do it. But instead of being stuck there and not moving, we sit and we think about how are we going to do this? Not like, fuck, we can't do it. Like, we try to figure out how to take over it, how to take over and do it. We don't stay stuck in that same place.
Like, just learn how to find solutions for everything. That's like everything in life you do. Just don't think about what it is. Just think about how can I fix it. Don't think about what the problem is. Just think about what the solution is. You find a solution to every problem, you won't have no problem in life.
Like Miss Connie, and I'm working on her credit. She can't tap into any of her cards, so she's using her mom. So we're gonna use her mom's credit, one of her cards, and then once she maxes that card out, I'm gonna remove that credit card, and Miss Connie's mom is going to be able to take that or continue to have that high credit score. But the benefit is that now they're gonna get the information from Andy, and they're going to go ahead and be able to start fresh. Boss events, all accounts can get removed. Yes, sir. Closed accounts, open accounts can get removed. When I moved to Georgia, I removed inactive mortgage from my credit report, the one I had in California. And that's because I wanted to decrease my debt to income ratio. What they did though is months later, they ended up selling the mortgage or the loan to another mortgage company, and they reported that account to my report. So now I have 2 active mortgages on my credit report, but I'm not looking to get funding. So that's why I didn't remove it again. When is the boot camp, Andy? And location?
All right, I put it in the chat. December 3rd and 4th. Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday. Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
Art. Where's the Art? Come on live, Art. I'm gonna request you to come on live. You better not go running. I'm gonna report those accounts on your report again. He denied it. Art, come online. So we did what I'm telling you guys about removing high utilization cards is what we did for Art, the guy that I'm about to bring online right now.
If he don't come online, I ain't getting him no more people to fix his house.
And I'm adding those damn accounts I removed back onto his report.
Let's see if he's still around. I say I ain't getting him no more numbers.
Malik said, damn, in Atlanta, I just moved from Miami.
Now, we got people coming from all over. So if this is something you really want, you ain't never too far. We got people coming from New York. We got people from Baltimore, California. We had people Washington, Nevada, Arizona. So you get what you want. Like if it's something you really want in life, you'll find a way to make it there. If it ain't nothing you're ready for, you're gonna find a future not to come. If there was something else that you wanted to go to, you'll get there.
I requested you to come on live.
They say, Gigi, how long do the repair normally take?
It depends on what you have going on. If I'm working with a bankruptcy, if I'm removing a bankruptcy, I have to go back and forth with the courthouse, right? So I need to wait for the courthouse to send me a letter basically saying that they don't report to the bureaus. So it just depends on what you have on there. It can be anywhere. You can see you're going to see your score moving within 2 to 3 weeks of me starting on your report. But to completely finish your report, it's going to depend on what you got going on.
Hey, Gigi, do you have a primary trade line for a vehicle or for property?
I know somebody that does. I don't. I know somebody that does. Just DM me. What happens if people can't make it to December 3 and 4, living too far? What can people do?
I already answered that. If they want it, they'll make a way to get there.
Yeah.
If they don't, they're gonna make it too. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Malika, DM me. Gigi, do you have? He's answering that question. Where is Art?
You know, he better call me.
Man, you better look at your report. I'm about to add those damn accounts I removed. Don't play.
How you start construction without money? You ain't using money, you're using credit cards. You take the money off the credit card and use that. There you go.
Hey, I'll switch this over, man. I'll switch this over to the other side. Let's see me.
It's a little button at the bottom. It's right next to the camera button. So there's a little speaker, the little camera button, and then there's like a little arrow thing.
Okay, hold on.
You can tell old people know how to work the phone.
Bro, I can't even see it.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you. Is that third button right there?
You see what I'm doing?
No, we can't see what you're doing.
Oh.
Is that little third button? I sent you. It's a little third button. Is this? You got the little speaker thing. You got the camera, and then you got like a little circle thing. There you go. I think something's happening.
I can't even get to it.
You know what, Art? That's embarrassing, dude.
I know, man.
So
I can't even get to it. Bro, help me out.
What I'm supposed to do?
You act
I'm
like he's
trying to.
right next to you, man. He's like in a whole different state.
Gigi, I'm hitting on it.
You doing something. I don't know what you're doing. You pushing something, dude.
You trying not to get on? That's all it is. Just talk that
I
way.
know.
Don't worry about it.
You
Man. Y'all can see me?
Somebody said, man, you changing the color. You ain't doing that. You just
Are you
changing the
serious,
price.
bro? Bro, I'm changing the color for real.
You changing the price.
Bro,
This man's like 40 years old and he acting like he just got onto the damn phone. He just got a phone.
It says, Gigi, I went over my new account limit. How long do I have to wait to apply for new credit? I can't even get increases.
You have to bring the utilization down to under 10%. Or what's the limit on that card? Let me see what you messing with. Art, that's embarrassing, dude. Like,
look,
I can't believe you hit me with
hitting.
him.
I see you and bro, and I'm trying to hit my. Well, I see me on here like the TV. I'm looking at the football game, so basically the TV on here. I'm hitting it, but ain't nothing happening. Like that's all I got on my screen.
Is a button, it's a third button. You have the little speaker. It has like a little speaker and it has a camera, like a video camera, and it has like two arrows, yeah, going around like in a kind of like in a circle.
Yeah, I need to. I don't see that on here, Gigi. I ain't got. I swear, I just see all the like everybody that's live on here. I see, bro. I see you. That's all I see.
Tell
Hey,
them to get off and get back on.
I can see where I can message, bro. That's it.
You need it. Who's in the house with you?
Let them
Just
get off and get back
me.
on.
Yeah, let me go and
All
get back
right,
on here.
let me kick you.
Okay.
That's embarrassing, dude.
All right.
Somebody said they had some items removed, but they were put back on. What's that
What was
about?
it?
Somebody had some items removed, but they were put back on.
What was removed?
Items.
They'll remove them. I mean, they'll add them if you pay late on them. So if you're not paying them if you're not paying the accounts, if you're not making the minimum payments, they're gonna report them again to your account as negative. What are we looking at?
What up?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
What's
you got
going
no
on?
clothes on, man.
Man, I'm in the
Go.
bed, man, looking at TV, man. Y'all,
I
just
know
because
the
y'all
gloves
up there.
on. Everybody try to see all
Hey,
that.
man, it's about 12 over here, man. Y'all up at 8, man. It's about 12 over here. I was asleep.
It's 8:30 over here, cuz.
I know. I was here knocked out looking at the game, and I was like, oh, bro, them on online. Let me get on here.
What's going
Okay.
on?
Art,
What up?
what did we do with your credit?
Oh, y'all cleaned it up. Got my
Yeah.
y'all cleaned
No
my
shit,
credit
but
up pretty good.
yeah, but what did we do? What was the reason? Like, what was the strategy behind all this? What did you do and what did we do?
Oh, I just got my clean my credit up to get my LLC going, get my business going, to try to get in this game with bro. And you basically just cleaned it up, get all my old credit cards and stuff off there, and
Okay,
got all
what
my,
Art is trying to say is that he maxed out. He
yeah,
maxed.
just make it all my card. Yeah,
Look, now he wouldn't say that till you said
make them out, got them off.
So, what was your score when you maxed out your credit cards?
Oh, like a 600.
Okay, and what happened after we removed them? The maxed out credit cards.
Oh, it's skyrocketed up to like a 740, 759.
Yeah, and you have that score, Art, because you didn't report any negative transactions.
Yeah,
And I mean, I'm sorry, any positive accounts. So if you
yeah,
would have added positive accounts, you would have been pushing 800.
yeah. But I'm done. I'm there. Appreciate it for both
Why
of
you
y'all though. Hey, I was asleep, man. You gotta understand, I was asleep, bro. I was knocked out.
sound like it? You sound like you are. You sound like me with all those quick replies.
Yeah, long day, man. But yeah,
Okay,
I'm going
I'm
to the
glad
boot camp though.
you paid for it already.
No, not yet, but I'm going though.
How you going
I'm
if you
gonna,
didn't pay for
I'm gonna pay for it. Trust me,
it?
bro. No, I'm going. I'm gonna pay for it.
Go to sleep, man. But last person, man. He can't even talk.
But
He
I
don't know
love
what
y'all
to
though.
do.
I love y'all though.
He still on here, Gigi?
Bro,
All right, I'm gonna talk to you later, man.
uh,
Bye.
y'all be easy, bye.
Yeah. Put 44 General Service on.
Okay, where's he at? Gabe. Where is he? I think he's not online.
He not. He don't get
Mm-mm.
off.
Yeah, he jumped off. How long does it take to build your house?
Pretty 4 to 8 months usually, depending on the person and how fast they move.
Yeah.
Some people may take longer if they procrastinate with it. But if you look up around, you can see stuff being built in 3, 4 months.
I gotta be Joe. I just requested you to come on live. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Take notes on how to change the camera. Here you go live. How much do
Yeah,
people need to start to build houses, Andy?
I answered in the chat. You late, GG. Well,
I sure.
we start with 30, 35K once we start digging in the ground. After we do spend like 35K up for credit cards, then we have a hard money limit to finish the project for us. So basically, we just use the credit card to get us started to show that we got some skin in the game. You know, our money guys want to see you with skin in the game, so that's our skin in the game, the money off the credit card.
Mhm.
Say, do you use the engineer? Yeah, we use architect. Okay, first you get your survey. After your survey, you gotta get your architect to draw up your plans, and then your plans gotta be stamped by an engineer. And then once you get stamped by the engineer, then the general contractor could go ahead and put in for your permit so you can start building. And all those people gonna be at the boot camp. The architect, engineer, hard money lender, general contractor. So those people you gonna get to talk to at the boot camp. But you need all them people, them the most vital people, key people you're gonna need in the beginning of the process. Once you get the
Mhm.
permit, then you're good. But before that, those are the people you're gonna need before you get that permit, before you can start building. And they play a key role in
Andy,
it.
what's a
A
horror
horror
story?
story. I
He has a lot.
got one of them. I don't know if it's a horror story or not, but one time, like, I had this guy, my AC guy, one of my homeboys referred him. So I usually deal with my own guy, but he referred him, so I went with him. And then what he did is, like, I gave him, he charged me, like, what he charged me? I think, like, 65 or 6 grand to do the whole thing. And I ended up giving him, first it was like, I gave him half. And then it was a lot of material and stuff. So he did all the duct work. But then he supposed to bought my unit for the outside. But then he said he needed the money to do all that, to buy all that stuff. So I gave him like an extra. In total, I had to give him like $4,500. But he really had to did about like 2 grand, 4,500 worth of work. So he still owed me. He supposed to went and bought the AC condenser and all that. But then he got ghost. Like I couldn't find him no more. So I was calling him, looking for him. And I was found him, so I had to pay somebody else to come finish the job. So that's like one of the worst things that happened to me while I was doing my first build. And that's what made me learn my lesson to where, don't give nobody no money like that up front no more. Or usually they don't even supposed to get money now. This one I didn't know that you don't supposed to pay all your people, that you don't supposed to get paid until after the inspection pad. At the inspection pad, that's when you're supposed to start getting the draws, to get it in draws. But me, learning the hard way, like I'm trying to tell y'all, like when you learn the hard way, it costs you more money. And that costed me more money because I learned the hard way. I had to figure it out that, everybody gets paid after the draws and not up front. So that cost me money.
Yeah. That happened to me too. The guy disappeared. I didn't even want to call him back anymore. Because if he goes back and does the work, it's going to be shitty, dude. So I'm still going to have to get somebody to go and fix it.
That's normal in fix and flip though, but in new construction that ain't.
They don't do that.
No, it's totally different. But I didn't know the rules, so I just got caught slipping.
Yeah.
If you don't know the rules, if you don't know how things go, how the game played, you're gonna get played.
All right. Y'all have any other questions? Any questions for real estate?
If we are all in the deal, let's say $350K and 7% mortgage to refi, that would be $2,800 to service the debt monthly. Is temporary in the market strong enough to support that? 350, like you got a house, 2,800. Like if a house selling for 350, that's like usually it's gonna be at least a three or four too. And then I don't rent to regular people, so I Airbnb it. So I got some Airbnbs that's old, probably not even new. They made 27K in 6 months. So you say 2,800 times 6, that's way less than 27K. So that'll support the Airbnb all day. But I don't do like if you do regular rent, you may be making some 500-600 on that. So I don't really. That's why I don't do regular rent. It don't make sense to build a house to rent it out at that price when you got numbers like that. That really makes sense. That's why I Airbnb mine. But we building like, I wouldn't be all in on a build at 350K. If I do, that house got to be worth about 5 or 6. So if it's worth 5 or 6, that it's gonna definitely rent for like probably about $4,000.
How much percentage does your hard money give? What are some good numbers?
We got different ones. We got one. It's like the less paperwork they require, the higher it's gonna be. The more paperwork they require, the cheaper your rate gonna be. So we got some guys that's like from 9 to 11, and then I got a guy that's 15%. But that 15%, he could close in 3 days. And people that's 9 to 11, they 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to close. So it all depends on how fast you want to close and how soon you need it. Like the guy that I got that do the 15%, like I check him out to the property. He look at it. I get the money next couple of days. Like he don't have to have no appraisal come out. He don't have to have no paperwork done. Like all that information that everybody else be requiring. He don't need all that. He just come look at it, and if it's something that he like, and the numbers there, they're gonna make sense. He go ahead and give you the money. So that person there, he charged 15%. He the highest one we got, but he the quickest one we got.
Yeah.
And then, like I was saying earlier to some people that were asking, like, when you think about it, they charge them 15%. They may just say, off a deal worth 400, bill for 150. You can pay 100 for the lot. You'll be all in 250. So you can make 150. Then you pay them that 15%. They getting what? 15 or more than 20 grand, maybe 10, between 10 and 20. So you making way more than all these people. You making over 100 grand. They making 15, 20. Then you got the people that gave you the credit card. They making a little percentage if you ain't got no 0% card. So it's like you got percentages that got to be paid, but you making way more money than they is. So it's like the percentage don't even matter because you making 130, 140K. You crying about giving somebody 10, 15 out of that?
How much are you losing by not doing
Without those people, you wouldn't even be able to do the deal. So it's
it? Yeah.
like you need those people. So you can't worry about the numbers. Just worry about is it going to be beneficial to you. Them little numbers, that upfront numbers don't really matter. Like them keep you from doing the deal because you look at how high the numbers is, and then you won't make no money. So you're actually losing more money by not doing the deal than you is doing the deal and paying them people. Everybody got to eat.
Yeah, so that's how we transfer the debt from the personal over to the business side. You hit the 0% interest cards on the business side. So essentially what that is you're getting a loan. You can think of it as getting a loan for free. Because now you get the 0% interest cards from anywhere from 6 to 20 months, 22 months at 0%.
I have two charge off. I have two charge offs coming back, verified. What's the big way to go about it? What's the best way to go about it?
Send a certified letter to the lender. Ask them to send you the 1099-C form associated with that account. What that does, whenever a financial institution charges off an account, because these financial institutions are in the business of making money and losing money, what they do is they go ahead and after 6 months of not being able to collect any payments from you, they go ahead and let the IRS know that they weren't able to collect anything from you. So what the IRS does at that time is they go ahead and make a credit to the account. Once they make a credit to that account is considered paid in full. But what the financial institutions do is they go ahead and sell that account for pennies on the dollar to a collection agency. So if you're getting these charge-offs added to your account, send a certified letter to the financial institution and ask them to send you a 1099-C form. That form with that 1099-C, what happens is that debt turns into income. So now once it turns into income, income should not be reported on the credit report. So now if that debt is reported on the credit report, it's not considered income, right? So now because the report is inaccurate and the bureaus have verified it as accurate, you're able to take these suckers to court and get at least, I tell my clients to shoot high. So at least get $2,500 per law that they violated. And there's at least 6 laws that were violated every time they add an account that's not accurate.
Got somebody asked, how do you show the hard money lender you got skin in the game? The skin in the game is getting it up to the foundation. Like we say, you take the money off the cards and get you up to the foundation. Once you're up to the foundation, they're going to look at it and see, okay, well, he got something done. So now that's his skin in the game. Like they ain't got to waste all their money or they ain't taking all the risk with their money because you already got some of it done. So that's considered the skin in the game. Sometimes some lenders require you just to own a lot free and clear. Some of them want to see you go a little farther. So it all depends on the hard money lender you got. Some of them just use the land as collateral. And some of them want to see you get to the foundation. So depending on what lender you got, but those are two things they look for. They have your skin in the game. That's like your down payment.
Presidential Mobile Hook LLC. Hookah. I just requested you to come on the live. Andy, have you had any issues with the city and your Airbnbs?
No, we don't. The city don't know. I don't deal with the city. Like basically, with Airbnbs, we just got them on the market. We got them on Airbnb, and then we just let it run it that way. They don't know. The people, you don't never put your address of the Airbnb on the Airbnb. So anytime they book it, you get them the address of the month, day before they book it. So in the city, everybody doing it. Like it's just what everybody doing. So no, we ain't ran into too many things yet.
Multifamily units, how to purchase with a 570 credit score. Before you answer, Andy, why would you want to walk around with a 570 credit score? What's the reason you want that score?
I don't even purchase property, so I couldn't even tell you that. I don't want to waste my time purchasing property anymore. I just build everything. But you can't do that. You got to get that score to do anything. Like if you're talking about multifamily, you're talking about big money, and you're gonna need some money to do it. And a 570 credit score ain't gonna get you there. what type of money you gonna need for multifamily.
You have a you guys, if you have anything under a 720, you guys have that credit score by choice. It's not because you guys have to have it. It's because you guys want it. Okay? Do you plan on building multifamily commercial?
Next year.
Actually, that was what the conference was for, and I was telling Andy I like them 6, 7, 8-digit number, or the 7, 8-digit
Your
numbers. I'm
number.
like, I might want to do this.
Go from 6 digits to 7 digits. It goes from 100,000 to millions. That's the reason I'm up there now. In
15%. How much will he give you at 15%? He's talking about the hard money lender.
He give me whatever I need to finish the job. There ain't no limit. I usually get between, like, okay, right now I got 100 from him in one of my projects, but he's trying to give me 200. But I told him I don't even want the other 100. I just keep the 100 and just rock with that because I don't really need it. I just got the opportunity to get it if I do. And I can take that 100 out of there and go buy a whole nother lot and start working on that, but I don't need to. So I got 100 off of them. I pay $13.25 a month, and other 100 still in there that I got access to if I need, but I'm not using it.
So Andy has a good enough score where there's a lender that he's able to tap into, and that lender will be able to give him at least $100,000 at a way lower interest rate. But he has the score and he has that option of doing it. So if he doesn't want to go with the 15%, he doesn't have to go with them. The ebook that I have online, Robert, is for the business credit, and yes, it does. It has lenders, but that's to build the business credit. It's not to apply for business credit cards. So there's a difference. The business credit, you need to add vendors to your business credit in order to have a fundable business, meaning that you're able to use the business as its own person to apply for credit. So that's what the ebook talks about. It doesn't give you a list of lenders to apply for credit cards. There's a difference between the both.
That's me on the Airbnb number. Is that gross or net? That's the total before expenses. That's just how much you made so far before all the expenses took it out. But it ain't really much expenses in there. Is there a way to start certain? Is there a way to start a certain way? What? Is there a way to start a certain way to start business account name? How should you label a business real estate?
So don't label it anything that's high risk, such as trucking, real estate, anything to do with financial. If you do label it those names, you run the risk of getting denied, or they'll give you lower limits. I have a lot of businesses, and not all of my businesses are applying for credit. Okay, so this one is just for business, like the business that I run my business, the credit business through is just for the business to run the business credit. I mean the credit repair business. I don't apply for credit for this business. So you don't have to use every business to apply for credit, but then you can have like a holding company that you can use to apply for credit. That makes sense.
So how is the hard money secured? The hard money is secured by the land and how far you got in the project. So we get up to the foundation. So the foundation, you have a skin in the game. That's like your security. And the property, they want the first lien be the first lien holder on it. So the property gonna be just security.
How much you normally spend to build your house, Andy?
$150K, 1,500 square foot house, $100 a square foot.
So I have cash also, but my score fell. It's a bit higher, but I'm concerned with my business credit and my apology. I'm on a computer. I have smoke shops in Ohio. So I don't understand your question, but you can start building the business credit and have bad credit. I don't know what you have on your report, but I mean, whatever you have on the personal side can get removed, and then you can start applying for business credit at the same time.
Doesn't press to come on.
I tried. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
he's apologizing. Yeah. Is Airbnb better profit than corporate housing?
What you consider corporate housing?
Yeah.
Lay one more time, please, Gigi.
I don't know what you want me to explain, dude. I just ran my mouth about, I don't know, a bunch
What
of
are some
stuff.
good names to apply for credit?
What are some good names to apply? Good name, do consulting, do legacy, do enterprises, do incorporation, do anything general.
Scott, what's up, Scott? Land is my main goal and build from the ground up. That's the new play. Like, when you look around you, that's all you see people doing. Like, they ain't doing it for no reason. They ain't doing it because there ain't no money in it. They doing it because that's wealth. Everybody's building to create wealth. Like, if you ain't into that, like, that's where you need to be. That's the way to get the wealth, building and keeping it, refining and doing what you got to do to build your portfolio up. But the best thing to do is build up a portfolio, keep that equity coming, and just keep it paying for itself and making money off it. Passive income.
Presidential hookah. What are minor things, my dear? 150 all in or 150 plus cost of land?
150 for the build. The cost of land is different. That's whatever the cost of land is.
Mm-hmm.
But to actually build a project, it's $100 a square foot. So that's 150,000.
Short term. Oh, he's talking about short term lease, Andy. The guy that was asking about the corporate leasing.
Corporate leasing.
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb usually is more money than that. Cause some of them we do, like we got an ADU that we got, and we doing that for like they written that out about a month. So it's like they give 2-3 months at a time, and we make less on that than we do if they was to do it like a regular Airbnb, like weekend or 4 or 5 days or less than 20 days a piece. So you make more money doing Airbnb than you would corporate.
Trucking with D. Yes, ma'am. You can have the LLC, the holding company, be the consulting company. So the name applying for credit is the name of your corporation. The name applying for credit is the name of your corporation. So you have to, whenever you form the LLC, so whenever you form the LLC, you have to go through the Secretary of State, right? And on there, you pick the name that you want. That name, that company is what you use to apply for an EIN. Now, whatever's attached to that EIN is what's going to be applying for credit. I hope I made... And so you can use a company and do business under a different name. That's called the DBA. But what you applied for that EIN, what you use that EIN for, the name of that company that you got the EIN is what's going to be applying for credit, not the DBA company. That makes sense. I have the LLC challenge coming on the 18th on the 18th of November. I'm gonna see you on there, hopefully.
For LLC challenge.
So on the LLC challenge, I'm gonna show you guys how to go through the process of incorporating, basically how to set up a fundable LLC, and then I'm gonna walk you guys through the process of the business tiers, the business credit tiers. And after 2 days, you guys should be able to do it. It doesn't take long. You guys can do it in one sitting. You just have to do it right. Damn, Andy, where are you?
I'm at my room. City Lights, Las Vegas. Okay, it's about that 100K, 150K. How many bedrooms? How many floors? The single story, so 3-2, 1,500 square feet. What state you doing the new builds? That's in Florida.
And an S, I don't know what that means. Presidential.
I just tried to read it. I just let you go ahead and deal with it. Are
No.
you your own GC? Are your property tenant occupied before you refinance? Yeah, I'm my own GC. I pay a GC to use this license, and then your property's supposed to be owner occupied before you refi. So if you know people that you could say stand in there without actually standing there, then that'll work. But it's supposed to be owner occupied before you refi. Or somebody's got to be living in it. It ain't really got to be you. It could be somebody standing. How much
How
is
much?
the boot camp? The
Hmm.
boot camp original price with the early bird special $5,000, but for everybody on here, I'm getting that discount. So just DM me the word discount, and I get it to you cheaper. That'll be good for the next 24 hours. So just hit me my DM discount, and I got you. Gigi, how do you feel about Navy Federal?
I love Navy Federal. They have really good products. I so when I divorced, when I started my credit repair journey back in 2015, I ruined my relationship with them. So I think we owed them at least like $45,000 between my ex-husband and I, and I wasn't able to pay them, so I let the debt go. But after I was able to get back on my feet, I called them and I told them that I wanted to set up a payment plan. And what they did is they went ahead and they dropped my interest rate. It was like dirt cheap, and it was to the point where I was able to afford the payments. And then after making payments, I think it was from anywhere from like 6 months to 1 year, I applied for another credit card, and they gave me, I think it was like $25,000 or $35,000 limit credit card again. And it was at the point where before I did that, I was in the red with them. Like I couldn't afford them. But they're very forgiving. You just need to get back into their ecosystem and then just start paying. They're not going to sell the debt. So if you owe them money, they're not going to sell their debt to a collection agency. They know that you're going to go back and try to get some of their products. So you just call them and let them know whatever you're going through. They're going to send you an application. You're going to basically fill out like a debt. It's basically showing them how much you're paying other companies, how much you're making, and then from there they're gonna put you on a payment plan. But if you can, just get on a payment plan with them.
Somebody say how much you pay your GCs. You can pay your GCs usually range between, I could say, 25 to 10 grand, but I wouldn't pay no more than 2,500 for no GC, unless I really had to. But I'm usually paying under 2,500. Cause all they doing is pulling the permit and then just putting the inspection in. I'm doing everything else, finding myself contractors and doing all the work. So you just basically get that one-time fee, and then you don't have to do nothing else.
Yeah. Yo, all this stuff that Andy and I are talking about, we went through it. Like I was in such a shitty hole with my credit. I was working 3 jobs at one time. Was sleeping in my car, feeding 3 kids, and I was in a hole. And the only reason I am where I am right now is because I was able to leverage other people's money. I started buying houses using credit cards. I started selling houses using credit cards. And Andy's where he's at because he started using credit cards to build the houses that he's building right now. So credit is king. Like there's so much power with using other people's money.
Somebody say, how can I get my credit from 620 back to 720?
Big dog out. I just requested you. I need to know what's on your report. I don't know what's on your report. It just depends. If it's high utilization, you need to bring your utilization down to under 10%. If you can't afford to pay it because it's $35,000, $45,000, $55,000 that you're in debt, then I would just remove those credit cards and start all over again. You just need to continue paying them on time if you're paying them on time. Come on the live.
Appreciate you, Pastor. This is Pastor and Andy. You try giving great info. Thank you. And they're pretty good then for business and personal.
Yes, sir. They are, and there's I know we talked about it in one of the other lives, but they offer a car note, right? So you're able to get a car note with them, and initially you don't have to submit documents as far as like the registration and so forth. But after 3 months, then they request that you send a document, or basically ownership of the proof of ownership of the document. And if you don't send it in, what they do is they turn that car note, which could have initially been anywhere from, like, I don't know, 2% to 5%, whatever they initially gave you the car note for. They turn it into a personal loan, which is higher, but you still have that money that hopefully you're able to multiply during those 90 days. So they offer you that. So yes, they are great. I love them. MGM signature, I took something real nice down.
You use GC license, put him on permit for the town, and you build the house. Yeah, I use a GC license. He signed the permit. He get the plans for me. He give me the plans. I put them in the box, and I just build my house. And then whenever I need inspection done, I just call and let him know to put in for the inspection. Inspector come out the next day and inspect it. That's simple. I'm in Naples, Florida. The cost per square foot is expensive to build. The cost is expensive everywhere when you're paying somebody to do it. Like if you try to pay somebody to do it where I'm at, it ain't gonna be nowhere near what I'm doing it at. They're gonna charge you anywhere between $150 to $200. Like you almost paying retail fee to do it, because he hitting you up on the labor costs and he hitting you up on his costs, on the material costs and the labor costs. So you get hit twice when you dealing with a GC. That's why we cutting out the middleman and doing it ourselves, and that's why we're able to do it so cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Andy, what did you do for a living before you started doing this stuff?
Before I started doing what stuff? The
Before you
houses,
started
the
building.
cars. Huh?
Before you started building. Before you became a working part of society. What did you do? What did you do?
First of all, I was a dealer.
What kind of dealer? There's a lot of type of dealers. Like casino dealer?
I was a dealer in drugs. I was a drug dealer, and I ain't talking about legal marijuana. I was a drug dealer, and I went to prison. Got out in 2002. I worked for like a year in a nursing home in the kitchen, washing dishes. And after that, I went and got me some CDs. I bought somebody a CD, the whole thing of CDs. I was selling CDs. I bought the whole thing from him, and I went to New York, got me some clothes and some jerseys, started selling that on the corner. Did that while I was going to school, learning how to paint cars. I painted cars, and within like a year, I opened up my own shop, and I did that for like 9 years, painting cars. Then after that, that's when I got into real estate. I bought my first property in like 2011, a duplex, like 14,000. And then after that, I bought 2 more properties. Then in 2016, I decided I wanted to take it serious and do it as a business, so I started wholesaling. I did that for a couple of years. Then, it was getting kind of slow for me, and I wasn't making as much money on the money, no good spread in between. So I started fixing and flipping. Well, the property I couldn't wholesale, I just keep them, and then I just fix it up and just resell it. Then after that, in 2020, that money got slow for me, so I just started building. Had said I'm gonna do I'm gonna try building and go to the next level because it was a bigger check involved. So I ain't know how to do it, what to do. Had nobody to help me, so I just figured it all out. Did my first property. It took me like 11 months because it was like 2 months on there that I just kind of like wasn't really doing much. So it could have been done quicker, but me just being part of normal life just caught me to where it cost me 2 extra months. So I ended up billing out when I sold that, made like 127,000, and I ain't looked back since. I said I ain't doing nothing else but building because it was like a whole nother level. It took me to a whole nother level, and as I seen that check with all them zeros, I said I couldn't do nothing else. So that's why I'm here now. Now I got 5 of them going on at one time. It's just normal life now.
Now he's paying taxes.
Right.
What I'm
Let's
trying to
see.
show is that we all start somewhere. Like he was in the streets. He was in the streets. Now he's in conference rooms. He's in rooms where he's getting motivated to start to make. Say what?
Rooms where I feel uncomfortable rooms. But you got to be in uncomfortable places to get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
If you're in comfortable places, then you ain't going nowhere. You ain't elevating. Comfortable in the places that you in. You got to get in the uncomfortable rooms. And then what I didn't tell everybody, like that one time that I got sued for my own property, my own house.
When you got to.
Well, you laughing? That wasn't funny. I was in my feelings. One time I bought a house. This was like you still laughing? When I first got into real estate, like I had like this was way back in like 2011 or 2012. I bought a property. It was like 70 grand, but I ain't have no way to show where I got 70 grand from. So I had to have somebody buy it for me and just quick claim deed it to me. So what they did, they bought it. I gave them the 70 grand. They bought it, and then about an hour later, they quick claim deed it to me with a quick claim deed without no title company. And then when we did that, it was like 2, 3 years later, I'm just living in my house. I done fixed it up, just living happy-go-lucky life. Got me a free and clear house, thinking I'm doing good, just living it up. Then, next thing you know, I get a letter in the mail talking about from a collection agency talking about the guy that had put the house in his name for me, like he was in his name that he could claim deeded to me. He had a judgment on it for like 125,000 from some foreclosures he had, some other foreclosed properties. That it wasn't the one that I had, but it was the other ones he had prior. So we end up going to court, and I end up losing. So they actually won. And one thing the judge told me, one thing the people told me was the reason why they really came after you or after the property is because they see you owned it free and clear. And it was in the area, it was in a real good area. So they knew that there was money involved. They could have got money out of it. So that's the only reason they took me to court. But actually they ended up winning, and it was a $125K judgment, but we settled out. I paid them like 75 grand. So I had to pay 75 grand for my own house to keep it.
What did you learn from that though?
To do everything through a title company and don't do no more quick claim deeds. Quick claim deeds could cost you in the end because you don't know what's owed on that property. You don't know if it got liens, judgment, code violations. You don't know nothing about it. When you just get a quick claim deed, you're taking over somebody else's debt. So basically, you want to go through a title company on any property you buy. That way, if anything wrong with the property, the title company got to be reliable for it, and you won't. If I went through the title company would have had to pay that money. I wouldn't, but I didn't. I tried to be sneaky. I tried to be grown, hard-headed, and it was a lesson I had to take.
Wait, didn't they ask you something about the value of the property or something like that? Or how much you would sell it for or something like that?
No. But it was valued at around about, at the time, it was valued at like 250,000. This back in 2018 when, like right now, that property is probably valued at close to like $500,000. But back then it was like at 245. That's when the market still was going up. But they knew it was a good area. They seen that I owned it free and clear, and I ain't owe nobody on it, so they knew it was a sweet lick for them. They knew I was gonna have to pay to keep it.
Yeah.
So that was my life lesson: was just do everything through a title company. Don't try to do nothing with no quick claim deed. You can't give me no quick claim deed for nothing. I don't want it. Somebody, you got something, but I don't want to go through a title company. When I hear I don't want to go through a title company, that let me know something ain't right.
Something's wrong with it. Yeah.
They gonna say I don't want to do that because I don't want to pay all the taxes on it. I don't want to do this, but
I'm good.
I don't care. We got to do it the right way now.
Yeah.
Right way or no way. But that was one of my lessons I had to learn in the real
Yeah.
estate game. That's like, without having a coach, that's what you go through. You go through stuff like that. That's why you save money dealing with people that know what they've been through the stuff already. So you ain't got to.
Mm-hmm. How much you spend on wood for a 1,500 square foot house?
Wood might be cost me anywhere between 17 to 19,000. It depends on how much the wood was at the time. Like before the prices went up, I was paying about 15 grand for my whole wood package. While it was going on, it was closer to 19 grand, 19, 20.
Is it better to use a shelf corp? You can use it. You'll get more funding because some lenders want you to be in business for 2 years. It's not necessary. There's some lenders that are specifically lending to new corporations. So you can be in business like a whole week and they'll lend you money.
They networking in the streets is the same as networking in conference rooms, just different language. Yep, different language and a lot more dangerous.
We were done.
Hmm.
Oh, yes.
Wow, full of hard knocks. Check them in that. Thank you
Do you
so
use the
much for
same
sharing this with us.
do you use the same plans on all the projects, Andy?
Yeah, I use my same plans, and then the only thing I might do different is, depending on the area, I might throw a 2-car garage on it. If the area, if it'll make the area. Like, I got some areas to where everybody got garages in the neighborhood, so you can't put no house over there without a garage because you ain't fitting in. So if they require the garage, I'll throw a garage on it. But other than that, it's going to be the same plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel bad for Andy. Like what he went through is what made him right now. If he wouldn't have gone through all that shit, Andy wouldn't be here.
Right.
So don't feel bad.
What's up, Marlon? What's good?
Mm-hmm. Do you use 1031s, Andy?
No, I don't. Not at the time. But coming up, I am.
Mm-hmm. All right. Y'all got any other credit or real estate questions? Who has does anybody have a bankruptcy on here that feels like they want to hold on to it for 10 years? If y'all have a bankruptcy.
Or that want to get it taken off.
Oh no, man.
Do something more passive than that with that.
So if you have a bankruptcy, you don't have to have it on there. What the bureaus are doing is they're going out and fishing for that information. There's a website called Pacer, and they go in there and they get the information for the bankruptcies from that website, and then that's how they report that information, that negative information in your credit report. The actual courthouse does not report any of that information to the bureau, so that's how we're able to get those accounts removed from the credit report. Okay, so you guys don't have, and if you have a bankruptcy, there's 100-point difference from a report that has the bankruptcy from the account compared to the account, a report that doesn't have the bankruptcy. So it's hurting you guys dramatically. We're in the same hotel, but he's like in I don't know how many miles away.
Like the project, they put me in the project side. They're
You have to walk.
discriminated against me. I got to protest.
You have to walk like 30 minutes to get to where we're at.
Right.
I'm good. What happens if you mess up the business credit and not able to pay back? Does it affect your personal credit or come after you? Denise Mob, they do. If you were a personal guarantor for that debt, they're going to report it on your personal credit report. So basically, when you're a personal guarantor, you're saying, if my business cannot pay the debt, I'm going to step in and pay that debt for my business. And if neither one of you can pay it, then they're going to go ahead and report that negative account to your personal credit report. However, we can get that removed. And then what I would do, depending on whether you can pay the debt or not, is either you dissolve the business, that business that has a back debt, and start all over again, or just pay the debt down whenever you're able to. But if I would just dissolve the business and then remove the negative accounts from the personal credit report and start all over again.
They say, Gigi, can you remove student loans?
Yes, ma'am, I sure can. And I have receipts on my Instagram.
Gigi, you said that you were going to host a training about LLCs on the 18th.
Yes.
What is that?
It's on my Linktree. I took a break in October because I was over my head with the training that I bought in September to do websites, funnels. So I wanted to go ahead and wrap my hands around that before I did anything else, and I think I have a good hold of it now. So I'm starting it back up on the 18th of November. Now, walk you guys through the process of setting up your business and then through the business credit tier. So by the time that we're done, you should be able to start a business and have a good understanding of how to maneuver yourself through the business credit tiers.
Can you get rid of old hospital bills so they don't affect my credit?
Sir, anything and everything can get removed from a credit report. Everything and everything.
You know, some people go to these people out here that, because I don't did it too. I can't blame them. But some people trying to, you go out here, you try to go to the cheap people, and then they say they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They start sending you the papers, wanting you to send the papers in. And then you be doing that for so long to where ain't nothing coming off your credit score to make you feel like, you know, stuff can't be taken out. Cause
Man,
yeah, people trying to do it or say they know how to do it, but it don't never happen.
I'm going to ask one of my clients to come online right now, because what I did is I started working on his wife's credit, right? And I forget what score she was at, and his score was way lower than his was. Let me see. I'm gonna
Let's
see if
say
he'll come.
first
Huh?
or best step. First, what's the first or best step to building positive business credit? GG.
You have to add vendors. So there's different tiers. There's 5 tiers, and you have to add vendors within each one of the tiers. You can't move from from tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3 to tier 4 and so forth until you have a certain amount of lenders, and there's a certain amount per transaction within that tier. If you try to skip from tier 1 to tier 3, you're going to get denied on the tier 3 side. So you have to go through each one of the steps. It's not like personal credit.
For the 5.7 credit score, I have a childhood friend that has a 583. He had been burned before, so he's skeptical. What's the turnaround time to change that, please?
I can't tell you what the turnaround time is. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to start seeing your score move. I can't tell you, depending on what he has on his credit report. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have a bankruptcy, I have to go back with the courthouse, and I have to go back and forth with the courthouse and get a letter from them. If it's a collection account, now I'm dealing with the collection agencies. It just depends on what you have on there. Within 3 weeks, I can assure you that you're going to be able to see your score move. You're going to start seeing accounts move. You don't have to believe me. You can jump on the Instagram, on my page, and look at the receipts there.
That ain't is 6 lot land alone with 2 buildings worth a price tag of $350. 6 lot land. It all depends on what the land is valued at and what when you build on those land, what the stuff gonna be valued at. Like if it's gonna be valued at a good amount, then yes, it'll be well worth it. Cause right now we paying anywhere between 80 to 115K for a lot, for one lot where we at. So that's just let you know how valuable the land is in that area. Is the land cheap because it ain't nothing being done over there? Or is it cheap because you're getting a deal? Or the 6 lots, like what's going on around it? That's what's gonna let you know what it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions? I want to build 3-story building, and it's both.
And it's what?
It's both.
I don't know what both mean. What you mean it's both?
Oh no. Busy traffic, and it's great location in Ohio.
Yeah, if it's a great location, then it'll probably be worth it. And you know, if it's that big, you could probably do multi-family on it. You could do something multi-family because you got 6 lots. Definitely if it's next to each other. The bigger the area you get, the bigger the more you can do. So just say if it's 350 and you could do a 10, 20 unit on it, it's well worth it. As long as you got the value over there, as long as the rent's high, if you're gonna keep it, or the retail value if you sell it, gonna be good. It'll make sense. You just gotta run the numbers before you build it or before you buy it.
All right, so Andy and I have been on the live for 3 hours. Okay. What I need you guys, action takers are the money makers. Just drop one, just tell me what you guys are gonna do once we hang up or we end the live. I need to know what. I just want to know that we didn't waste our time.
We got that. If you see that's a pin, that link pin down there, that's a free book we give you. That's for being on the live that show you all about building a house. So it's free. You ain't gotta pay nothing. Just go to that the free 8 steps to 100K. Go ahead and grab that book. They just tell you the basics of building a house, what it takes, the steps. And then, like I said before, we got the boot camp coming out December 3rd and 4th in Clearwater, Florida. It's usually $5,000, but for everybody on here, just hit me the word discount in the DM, and I'll give y'all a discount on it. Y'all want to pay that price? Just let me know. You got any last minute words, Gigi?
Your eyes are like, what are you doing over there? You're getting.
I know, right?
Any special in credit repair? I want to start the game in February. I know what my timer's worth. I know what I'm worth. You asking me to give you a sale on me, on my time, my knowledge? How about you? Let's rephrase that question to that. Gigi, can you drop your price on knowledge? Can you drop your price on time? Does that sound right?
D-Nice, hit me in my DM. Don't do it. I'm doing it on here. Hit me on. Go to Andy Buy Houses and hit me on there. Put the discount in there. But if it's in here, I won't see it.
All right. Y'all have any other questions before I hang up? In the live. All right. You good, Andy?
Yeah. What? I've been good. You see, I had to get up and walk around.
Wait, are we gonna go to dinner or no?
Oh, no. 9:20. I feel like it's 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 where we really live.
Real time is what? 9:20.
That time don't count. This ain't real. I don't know how they do this.
What did I tell you earlier, dude? In the morning.
I feel like Walking Dead. Then I gotta go back home tomorrow. I gotta readapt. That's crazy.
All right. I'm gonna talk to you later. Man, I'm gonna talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.